My heart's beating, my hands are shaking. My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. And I'm still getting headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Hey Toasties, this is Ian. We're here at the LA party. It's filling up. It's getting really busy. I don't know. God just kind of put me on the spot right now. Midnight Chat Attack. You guys are amazing. You guys are the best. Watch Sammy Ain't shit every week. I'm there. Sammy's also there, but he doesn't matter. I'm the cool one. And you guys continue to be awesome because you guys are like the backbone of all this shit. I love you so much.
I love you. I mean, not that I couldn't love you. It's just that with love comes trouble. I mean, you got me tripping on myself, and I know. I got you feeling nervous as hell, and I know. You got me feeling nervous as hell, and I know. I want you with no one else, and I know you like. Hold hands with the beat of the sun, like the moon in the night when you say the one, like the force of a bullet when you shoot from a gun, like the way.
Let the force be with you, Rick.
Man, those bumpers. Fuck those bumpers, bro. Look at this guy. Did you just recently like subscribe to like BET's mobile fucking network or something? Like, why did you have Darth Vader into a dubstep like whatever?
Chuck and jive, Anthony. Chuck and jive, like your life depends on it.
What I want to know is why do you have a side shirt?
A side shirt?
Darn it, my freaking.
That's what you get. She always talking about my vocabulary.
No, but why are you wearing? Why are you wearing a side shirt?
Words.
That's the question.
First words.
Well, I
words,
just
Allie.
spoke them.
Well, no, but
First.
wait. What are you talking about? Like side shirt? Like it's just a shirt.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
sorry. She talking about the Gundam style.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Why do you have a side shirt?
Why not? Because it's fucking awesome. Like, I love the fucking dude. He's fucking Gotcha do that shit. I know the shit.
That's what Conja looks like when he's on a bike.
Style.
That's it.
Allie, please, dude, part of me died when you just did that shit, Allie.
Okay,
Holy
the
shit.
song is catchy. Okay, you can't deny it.
No,
Man,
you just like anything Korean, anything that's accent or anything that's like
That's
outside
not
of America.
Korean, though.
Whatever,
It is
girl.
Korean.
It is?
Yeah,
Well, he knows karate, so it still
that's how
counts.
the whole K-pop trend started. Is because of
Oh,
him.
is it? Okay.
No, let me just say this.
Oh,
I'm
man.
really like in a good mood tonight because for like in a while, it's been a while, but we have the Midnight 7 all fucking here tonight.
Woo!
Allie, we have Allie, Bad Pictures herself. We got Birdman. We got the fucking Birdman. Alan, we got Gotcha. Gotcha is back from LA. Gotcha. And we got Nick on the controls. We got Nick on the controls. And we got my fucking crazy ass. Goddamn!
Okay, but really quick, that's 6, you idiot. That's not the fucking midnight 7.
Gotcha. Stop mixing crack into his fucking midnight meals. Like,
hey man, he just loves it. He jumps so hard. I feel bad for him. He gets the shakes. I gotta put in the cereal. His Raisin Bran loves crack, man.
Okay, yeah. So people, if you guys didn't catch it, the high score from when Golden was in LA, we had this whole big old thing. People even asked us questions about soggy cereal and Raisin Bran because this motherfucker cannot start a show without eating first. Like, why do you do that? We always start a podcast.
It's good. It's
and
good
Raisin
shit.
Bran of all things.
Raisin Bran. Okay, there's the secret. You put sugar on Raisin Bran, and I know that defeats the purpose.
Fuck you! It's Frosted Flakes with Raisin Bran, you idiot!
Like you say, like sugary cereal is pretty much just sugar with milk, but isn't that all fucking cereal? So it's just
but not when you intentionally add sugar to it.
It's fine.
Dude, that's like taking a bath in the pool, like, and just like pouring water on top of you. It's just like, no, dude, don't put sugar.
No, it's like taking a bath and shower at the same time.
That's like taking broccoli and putting a bunch of American cheese just like all over it.
Yeah,
but like you
it
just
really
take
is.
away all the nutrients.
So you're telling me that's not healthy, Alan?
It's just delicious. It's people. Cereal aside, people, welcome to the Midnight Chat Attack. We're going to have a great show for you guys tonight. We're just going to chill, relax. It's going to be nice. And I see a lot of you guys are here because y'all want to see what happens afterwards, after the Midnight Chat Attack, because we've been switching it up with these viewing parties and stuff like that. So, Alan, Ganja, tell them about it, please.
Yes, guys, because May 4th is coming up. Sadly, we don't actually have the viewing party on that date, but still, it doesn't mean we can't celebrate Star Wars with you guys. So, me and Alan on the mid, we did a poll for all those people that were lovely to come on for that. We voted for, I think it was the top 4 Star Wars movies?
Oh, yeah. What happened was the top 4 movies are the ones, these are the ones people actually wanted to see, not the prequels or Return of the Jedi. So we figured, let's just put the most popular ones into a poll, and then we'll just vote on the order. So we'll have that going throughout the show, and we'll let you know the results as it goes through.
Yeah, man. So, and that's the thing, too. I'm actually pretty excited because these are the 4 movies that actually are worth the shit. Half this franchise is fucking terrible. I'm sorry, Allie. I'm so sorry. She actually made me watch...
That's more than half, though.
No, but then you gotta think about the other ones.
Oh,
and
here
plus, yeah, and A New Hope is aged badly. Okay, that shit's bad. I'm sorry. It was good for back then, probably, but yeah. But hey, you know what though? Like that's cool. And by the way, right away, Rogue One is already getting a vote. Holy shit, dude, it's happening, man!
That's the best Star Wars film.
Oh shit!
Force Awakens.
This is the whole show. We're just gonna watch it.
Go to CNN.
God, dude, you really did some coke, didn't you? Holy shit! God, he put the straw right into the Coca-Cola can, and just man.
Hey man, I'm sorry that I sold it to him. I just had to pay my rent this weekend. Anthony helped me.
It was good shit. No, but people, we got that going on afterwards and stuff like that. I really hope you guys join that because I posted on Facebook telling people that might have not known. And just a few other things as well, since we talk about podcasts and stuff like that and just activities. As many as you know, I just want to say thank you to everybody that gave us compliments for doing the whole low score thing with Gertz and stuff like that. I know we didn't talk about it on the show and stuff like that, but I just want to say thank you. I don't want to be like #humble brag and shit like that, but it was really fun. Thank you, Gertz. That was really fun. And also, just to let people know too, me and Ganja, speaking of podcasts, we also did the Music Mondays with Marcus today. And that will probably be up within like the week or whatever. And we did like a review on the Gorillaz album and stuff like that. So be sure to check that out as well. So just a little bit, you know, the Midnight Chat Attack, we get fucking everywhere.
Hey, wait, really quick though, before you continue on, people, I went to the dentist, okay, and they broke my tooth, so you should definitely go to them because they're fucking great.
Great. They do really good dental hygiene. Look at this new $300 smile.
Oh, look at that. Ting! Yes. You got a little bit of Raisin Bran on the side there, though. A little Raisin Bran.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, get rid of that shit. And he's going to rip off that tooth.
Yeah, he's going to fuck with it too much. He's going to pop off one on there.
Now, before we actually add people into the call, one more thing, because it's actually I don't even know if he's in the chat, but we got a birthday shout out for very particular
so many
somebody.
Fucking birthdays, dude.
I know, right? Always a birthdays. But this guy, he's been around for a while. So we got to give it up for him. But Chris Jamal in the chat.
Oh, Sean
happy
Kingston.
Birthday to you.
I just had to let you know.
Oh, but yeah, happy birthday to Chris Jamal. Or as we know him, he's pretty much the L counter in the goddamn chat. Every time we fuck up on the show, he always likes to tally those L's. So,
yeah, dude, that picture though, dude, you just caught a fucking L. Happy birthday, you bitch!
He looks like he's on the set for The Voice.
Oh, Nick was like, motherfucker, joke. No, but yeah, people give a happy birthday shout out because it's actually today. So today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Chris Jamal in the chat.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Even though you do the whole L counter thing, we love you anyway. We really do love you. And I know you're a really big fan of the MCA.
No, and
so just
he's
thank
talented
you.
as hell too. His music is great, man.
No, he's done music and shit for us, like the whole anime bumpers that we always do. That's his music. So like, and I play that shit like normally, like it's a regular track. So I love this shit. Like he's very talented and stuff like that. And like I said, he's a big supporter of us. So thank you so much. Happy birthday.
Yeah. And by the way, too, I apologize for talking shit, but like seriously though, dude, like I really want you to come on the show at least once, man, and just like we can hear you just talking. I want to interview someone, just see like why you do what you do and etc. Like I don't know, man. Like this guy's always in the chat, always saying the funniest shit.
I just want to see the scoreboard and how many L's we have all counted up.
I don't want to see that shit. I don't care.
He has like a fucking like wall and shit that's like tallied with like red string pointing to it. Like okay, this L was on the 18th. This L was on the 11th.
This was a double L because it intersected with Nick and Ganja.
He fucked up because of these things.
You know, and all over his house, he has
in the future.
All over his house, he has pictures of us like just taped onto the wall, just L's all over the place.
Like every moment, like a screenshot every time we fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh man, but speaking of L's,
folder would be 10 gigs big, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of L's, we don't want to catch an L because we don't want to catch an L with that YouTube channel, Nick. Why don't you tell them about that?
That was a really bad segue. I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, I'm glad that you're trying to help me out there, dude, and everything, but like that was pretty awful. But hey, yes, YouTube channel. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. We got Ellie in mid, and then
exactly. Why is always my face?
I don't know, man. Like
even the YouTube channel's getting those screenshots.
It looks like she just lost a few IQ points on that photo.
I know, just like, hey. But people, yeah, man. No, one thing I want to bring up really quick. The reason I was going to get rid of that right away, I just want to thank everyone who is not really already a subscriber because we know that most toasties do not like wrestling at all. But that shit, I don't know what's up with the SmackDown stuff, but people are watching the fuck out of that, so just appreciate it. If you guys don't like wrestling... Oh, what did you say, Anthony?
I just want to. I'm so sorry, Nick, to cut you off. If you want to continue, you can go ahead.
No, I could, but I mean, you know, just go ahead, because now you're pissing me the fuck off. Why don't you just fucking hurry up and say what you're going to say?
No,
don't hit him.
Yeah.
You'll catch your second strike, Nick. We can't afford that.
You're already on house arrest. No, but like since we talk about the YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you. Like you said, subscribers and the views, but we hit 250. And we're at 252, so I just want to say thank you guys for that. Like it's been getting the MCA has been getting a lot of traffic lately, and we just want to thank you guys for recommending it to your friends and shit like that. Like I said, I was recommending it to my fucking dentist. So just like, hey, like whoever wants to watch it and participate and stuff like that, you're welcome to join. That 250 subscribers does not mean that just people have to idly just watch. All y'all motherfuckers, all 200 of y'all can join in on the call and the conversation. I just want y'all to know.
No, absolutely. And that's the thing, too, is like, you know, about these two. I still feel like you only have like 9 people watching this, like Chris said. So that's cool. But hey, all 9 of you or 14 of you, dude, we're going to have fun. So, like, bring your asses onto the show. Send us a message. By the way, too, who do they PM and how do they even get into the call, Anthony?
Oh, let me ask you, tell all people. I want you to look on the left side of your screen. You're gonna see like this oval shape. I think it's gonna be an oval shape, not hexagon, not circle, not nothing else. God damn it, I keep hitting this tooth. It's gonna be hard to get used to. Anyway,
wait, how the fuck are you hitting the tooth?
No, because it's like it was a gap for so long, so I'm not used to teeth being in my mouth.
What he's trying to say, he got used to playing with his teeth.
Yeah,
too many punchlines, too many.
Pretty much, but yeah. Look on the left side of your screen. You're going to see like a little oval shape. It's going to be blinking red and yellow because it's blinking that color because I sent you that Google Hangouts link. But you got to click it first to actually see that Google Hangouts link. You click that shit. You hop inside the call in a very May the 4th be with you manner.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not
rules. I tried.
Rules.
Man,
actually, rule number 0. Well, damn. Rules 0.5. Do not... Just fuck it. Just go, Ganja. Stupid idiot.
Number 1, newcomers join the call first. That includes you fine people, those 251 new people. We want y'all to come on. We want to see our pretty faces and hear y'all conversation. Rule number 2, speaking of conversation, do not talk over each other. It ruins auto quality for later
all right.
Like this motherfucker just did to me. Rule number 3, please no nudity. It will get us taken off of YouTube, and I really don't want to see your left boob bigger than the right one. Rule number 4, do not give anyone else the link. This is a planned show, and that includes the people we bring on. So please do not hand out the link to anyone else. We have it planned. Rule number 5, read the rules and Alley Girl.
Don't be bad the father.
What?
Wow, fuck you, dude.
It's a Star Wars reference. It's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, but it was a stretch like a motherfucker.
Even Alan's like, I don't know.
Dang, you know what? Okay, I'll just take the L.
Even Alan, like, put it on the counter, Chris. Counter.
You know, it doesn't count until Chris says +1. It does not count until he says +1.
What the heck?
The entire chat's just filling out.
We're
Yeah,
gonna pause the show. Wait till that +1.
You guys aren't true Star Wars fans.
No. The thing is, I didn't understand what you said. All I heard was something fall.
That's all I heard.
Okay,
Just, like,
learning
screwed up.
another language messes up your freaking pronunciation. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just screaming out random Star Wars references and shit. And don't be the midichlorians.
Hey guys, this is so great. It's like a trap.
Yes. You do not know how big my smile
Rashad,
is.
hey, what's up, man? What's good?
How you doing, Rashad?
What's going on?
Oh shit! Well, hey, you want to be our new host? Because Anthony just left.
Oh shit!
Damn! Does Anthony owe Rashad money? Like, he just
Did he leave? Did he leave? And the chair was just spinning.
I said, fuck that
That
shit.
was scared. He was $5.
I had to get up that damn joke. That joke was. No,
I can't do that joke anymore because to the left of me is a wall. To the right of me is another wall.
God damn. And by the way, I'm trying to show you right now too, and even Google Hangouts is like, yeah, fuck Alan.
I broke the internet.
What's up with that? That's messed up, man. I want to see his face. That's fucked up.
Oh, that poor fella. No, but people, like I said, we're doing the whole viewing party thing. I really hope that you guys join it. Rashad, you fucking joining?
I'll be there.
Okay,
Better.
He does not fear you at all, dude.
I'll catch you outside, Rashad.
Catch me outside.
I do want to start with one thing, though, Anthony, if you don't mind.
Yes.
You have a question of the night. I'm telling you, saying community question, but yeah. And Alan, are you still there?
Yeah, of course.
Oh shit! I guess you're gonna be like that the entire time, dude. Your shit is
He
not
accepted
showing.
the dark side as his one true call.
Yeah, just do that
I
for now.
respect
Fuck
that.
it. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Seriously, that's fucked.
That was really weird.
It's all
That
good,
was
but
really
no.
strange.
But Anthony, you have a question of the night that I just want to get into because I feel like we're gonna end up getting into a big fucking argument. And if we're gonna do that, I'd rather hurry up and do it now. Just kind of like take off the Band-Aid thing because a little bit kind of pisses me off, you know. And we'll see. So go ahead and read it for the folks and everything.
Okay, so in this context behind this question, I'll actually get into and stuff like that. But do you think it is a universal rule to be nice and polite to people? Or do you believe everyone has the right to be a shitty person or an asshole or whatever? Do you think assholes should not be held accountable for just being downright unlikable people? So, context to this, I went to like Wasabi's or like this kind of like I want to say Asian, I want to say more Japanese restaurant where they like, you know, prepare the food in front of you, they put on the show and stuff like that. And we went with like some family members, and one of the daughters were actually just kind of like, she wasn't, I want to say like asshole or overly asshole, but she kind of went on her way to not talk to me and my mom. She was just like talking to people she knew, which granted, I'm like totally fine. Like you feel more comfortable with them. So I totally feel it. But like to the point where it's just like, you know, you're saying rude comments and shit like that. Like you're going out your way to not acknowledge my existence. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she was kind of rude. But I talked to us like a family member about this, and they was just saying, you know what? No, they have the right to be that way because you don't know what they've been through. They had trials and tribulations. They had their past. You don't know if they like, you know, suffering through some trauma or some shit like that. And y'all knowing the type of person I am, y'all probably know what that guy sounds. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you guys, do y'all feel that people like that have the right to be that way?
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first?
Okay, well, one thing, I just have an issue with the way you worded it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like you say, like, you know, like the two options here. It's like, do you think it's a universal rule to be nice and polite to people, or do you believe everyone has the right to be a shitty person? Why do you feel like that's the only two options? Like, why
tell me. No, express. Like, tell me. Like, it's maybe not a binary because, like, it's a spectrum of different things. Like, we say sexuality is, you know, only two things, but we say like that's a spectrum. So no, tell me, inform me. Like, what do you mean?
It's one of the situations where it's like if I go into a place and I don't feel like it's being shitty. If I'm walking through somewhere and I'm not saying like, "Hey, how was your day today? Was your day good? Oh, no, you look nice." The whole thing. I'm not going to go on my way to be sucking some dude's ass like for no reason. I want to go buy my groceries, leave. I want to get my shit over with. And you had this idea of like I had to compliment everybody. You know what I mean? Like even Marcus Kilgore coming here. Hey Kilgore, man, you looking so nice today, man. Look at your shirt. You're so nice. The way I do things, I'm just like, hey Kilgore, how you doing, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that you have a point there. Like you don't have to go out of your way to do stuff to be a nice person. You simply just kind of walking down the street and just minding your own business is just you being you. Or if someone's, there's a door open, you hold it over them. That's small little things. Being an asshole is going out of your way to be a piece of shit. If you walk down the street and just push somebody there, that's you being an asshole for absolutely no fucking reason.
Like, Anthony,
I agree.
You bring this thing up when you say, like, oh, I'm over there at the thing, and, like, granted, like, it's not cool when someone's saying, like, little rude comments here and there. But you have to realize that the people who are being nice are trying to get more of your money. They're trying to get a bigger tip. That's the whole idea of it, which I feel is being even more of an asshole. When someone comes to your thing, to your table, and just they give you the fucking food, they know what this is. This is a job. It's like, I'm almost out here in an hour. My fucking baby probably shell over the house. My husband is with his extra girlfriend, whatever the fuck. Like, here's your goddamn food. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Like, you get offended by just them not like, would you like another refill, sweetie? Like, what's the
Ellie, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that at least here in America, waitresses and waiters, they rely heavily on tips. So, yes, they should be as nice as humanly possible to make the first person feel like they're special who's sitting down and eating, because that way they get more money. Like, I mean, anywhere else I hear, at least like in Europe or any other part of the world, waiters get like their salary is higher, so they don't really have to like give you that undivided attention like they do here in America. But because the salaries for waiters are so low here, they have to really overcompensate, and they have to be super nice to you so that you come back, but then also that they get a good tip, because that's how they survive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
and by the way, are you eating right now?
No, I'm not eating.
I saw something. I want to say, motherfucker.
Damn, man, no, I was actually just thinking. But,
How dare you?
I'm sorry, I'm not eating Raisin Bran, but I know the type of people, Ganja, and I like Ganja, and Ganja, like Grant said, and I say it to his face, he knows it. Grant said he is an asshole and stuff like that, but I think he'll agree with me in a sense, because like we always talk about spirituality and like that spirit thing. I think it's more about the energy, because that's one reason why I brought up the whole dentist thing. Like granted, like you said, people overly being nice, they just trying to get your money and stuff like that. But when I went to the dentist and stuff like that, it was just, they was nice to each other. And that goes a long way. That positive energy, when customers come into your establishment, they could just be an asshole because they're just there to do a job. They already got your fucking money. So it's just like, hey, they could be an asshole, they could be this way. But their choice to be like, hey, we're positive against each other, we're friends against each other and stuff like that. When you leave that place, you're going to remember that shit. And it's probably going to make you want to come back, because it's making you want to come back. It's making you want to actually continue to give them that money because they are so positive and stuff like that. Because they didn't have to do that, but they was cracking jokes while they were just like doing the surgery. And granted, that could be like, okay, pay attention to your fucking job, which they were. But they was also had that positive energy in that sense where it's just like, damn, I'm loving this positive energy. I'm feeding off of you, you feeding off of me. We're making each other's day better, because it's just like when you go into a place with a shitty, because after that experience with Wasabi's, maybe I'm just like a sappy ass person, so I don't know. It's all about the energy. But after that shit, it kind of like not ruined the experience, but it kind of dampened it, because it's just like you won't take the stick out your fucking ass. You won't have a great time. So like you're affecting other people around you. That's what it's about, that positive energy. If you got like a great positive flow, I think everybody can walk out of these experiences, like out the dentist, out of the restaurant, just feeling good. Like it's all about feeling good, right?
The one thing I'm seeing here in the chat, I think this makes somewhat sense. I don't know, but Skull said, Anthony, the chick that thought she was better than you, it's a class thing. I've seen chicks go out their way to be nice to people that they respect or think is higher class. So I don't know if you walked in there with a SpongeBob t-shirt or something. She's like, this motherfucker getting a tip. Like,
no, you know it's
what I mean?
kind of funny. And I do that shit on purpose. That's the reason why I do it on the MCA. Like, y'all, I know y'all get on me behind the scenes. I'm like, okay, you be, saying too much information. You be putting your shit weight out there too much. And granted, I do. But I do kind of put myself out that perspective, because I'm just like, hey, if you like this about me, you like this about me, like this about me. And I'm like, I'm just like, come out, just come out straight tell you. I'm a fucking dumbass. I do all this dumbass shit, weird shit. But if you like that, then you mean well. Like, if you can accept all of that shit, then you a good friend to me.
No, I want to ask really quick. I mean, I don't know if he's busy now, but like Kilgore, like I know you're super nice. Every time we talk and whatnot, no, it's okay. He's like, oh shit, Mama called me on his phone.
I know what you're talking about.
No, but the thing is, like, because I watch all the Double Toasted shows, and every time you're on, you're always like the most happy. Like, dude, honestly, I'm so excited when you send an email to the Double Toasted show, because I'm like, oh, here comes Kilgore. Like, how you doing, Goodwin? How you doing, Ray? Oh man, shout out to my boy over there in the chat. Oh, and it's like. You're loving everybody, you know what I mean? It's cool. But it's like, do you do that outside of the shows and whatnot? Like when you go to the store, everything, are you like that to people you don't know at all too, or?
I do that to everybody because my upbringing, I used to be an angry person, and that will shock a lot of you. But I had a very hard time like trying to be friendly to people because of my own internal. I just learned to fight that and just have positivity in my world because the way I see it, there's enough assholes in one.
Yeah, because right now, what I'm thinking with you saying that, man, you're like Morgan from Walking Dead. Like, all life is precious now. Like,
it's a lot easier to put out positivity and be nice to people. You get more of that back in return than being an asshole.
yeah, and that's awesome, actually. I like that. I admire that. I'm just not the same way. Rashad, how about you, man? Like, are you like that with people? Do you just treat everybody nice, or are you kind of like, dude, I got shit to do. Get out of my fucking way.
It's not so much I choose to treat everybody nice. It's just like I have enough stuff going on with me. I choose to not put that on someone else, let alone a stranger. Because it's like you said, nobody knows what you're going through. So why am I gonna go snap on like this dude at Starbucks is just handing me a coffee and I end up throwing it in his face? Like, oh man, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, it's like you don't like you have the right to be an asshole, but you're not free from the consequence of being that asshole. Like, if you choose to do that, it's just like, okay, be prepared for what's gonna blow right back in your face because it's gonna blow right back in your face.
That's pretty much what just and Ali, you can go right after me. But yeah, that's what I was really like saying. Like, yeah, you got to deal with the consequences. If you fine with the consequences, if you fine with being alone, like when you're 50 or 60, because that shit hits you. Like you might be like that way now, but when you get older and shit like that, and you get bitter, and you're like, why is nobody around me? Because you're a fucking asshole. That's why.
Nobody wants to surround yourself in assholes. Like I can imagine.
Well, it depends. Like I said, it depends on what you're comfortable with and stuff like that. And if you're like around like-minded people that like that same negative energy, do that shit over there. So
y'all gonna be assholes over there.
Over there.
Over there.
If you're cool with it, then you're cool with it. But like if you like I said, 50 and 60, and you wondering why is nobody around me? Why is nobody doing this? Yeah, it's probably because of your behavior. Like go ahead, Al.
It's because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you think about it, it's like whenever you see like a video of someone, like you said, like someone lashing out at Starbucks at this poor person's just like trying to make a living or doing their job, and they had nothing, they're trying their best and they're being super nice, but this person just decides because they're having a bad day you're going to take it out on them. It's like, what does everyone think of you? Everyone on the internet, they collectively think, wow, that person's like, I don't want to be with them, like, oh, that person should be fired or whatever. Like everyone always thinks like negative things about that person, and exactly that. If you can be an asshole if you want to, but like also people are going to not like you. They're not going to, you're going to end up having to lose out on a lot of good stuff just because you decided, oh, my life is crap, so I'm just going to make everyone else's life crap.
And my thing too is like, it's just where the line is crossed for me. Like Anthony, we've had discussions. Like now I'm gonna get really personal, but like we've had like Skype conversations with just me and you, no Allie, no Alan, nobody, and we're just talking about stuff. And then like you say certain things like, yeah, I can't imagine like going someplace and not giving a homeless person money, and I just can't see myself doing that. Like I do that. I've eaten French fries that weren't even that good in front of a homeless person. Like I'm sorry, but it's just kind of like like. You are so blindly into the whole positive thing, and yet you think anybody not doing that is the asshole thing, and that's why I don't understand. Like,
I know. No, I agree. Like, I can't put the same standards that I do on everybody. People like that would be totally unfair. I know nobody would love people like I do, and like that's even like a generalization on its own. But I'm just saying, like, it's a balance. I expect better.
You don't find that judgmental in itself? You don't find that to be somewhat of an asshole? Like you try not to be an asshole, but sometimes like your judgments on a person who doesn't like no.
Like I said, if you're perfectly fine with it, if you're perfectly fine with it, then yeah, that's good. Like I don't try to change nobody. It's stuff like that. I just put out my opinions and I'm like, I expect people to be better because like I think. Like, and maybe not, and maybe I could totally be wrong about this, but I think every human being on this planet wants to at least make the world a better place or make it a little bit easier on themselves. Like, what does people always say about retail? Oh, I love my job. It's actually fine. Like, you got to grind and stuff like that. But what makes it really fucking difficult is the fucking people. So I'm just saying, like, it's just that positivity and stuff like that. Like, you want to be happy to go into fucking work. Granted, it's fucking McDonald's, but wouldn't it make your day a little bit brighter if you went in there and just like, damn, that was actually not too bad. Like, damn, we had a lunch rush, we had all this stuff, but I'm glad that I'm working with this group. Like what I'm doing on the MCA. I love doing this shit with you guys because y'all like the positive energy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like you're saying that people have the right to be an asshole. Like it's almost like a judgmental thing. Like, oh, if you choose to be an asshole, it's automatically degree like you're a bad person.
No.
Where some people just have that personality that they're more selfish and more in tune with themselves. Sociopath is what this perfectly called.
Yeah.
That is a bad trait. Being selfish isn't a good thing, dude.
Well, that's your opinion, but then again, you'll have 1,000 business people that say if you're selfish, you have a better chance of being better at business. A lot of millionaires say the reason they have finances is because they're frugal with their money.
Oh, that and also they screw people over.
And they don't care about it.
Yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg and those types of people.
Yeah, but they have the $1 billion homes. We don't. And we're
That's true.
People, so
I can't.
Here's another thing. It's like, okay, so a success obviously right away just being a bad person. Like Anthony, you have the MCA, some people don't. So it's like, should you give this to somebody right now? Are you a piece of shit because you're happy with your life? See
no,
what I'm saying?
I was like, and like I would like if somebody always like, and I know you get on me about this, Nick, but I say if somebody can do that shit better, I would get that shit over in a minute. Because if you're like, why would I put my ego in the way if somebody can do this better? Like I would never do that shit. Like it's just that's just me. That's just me personally. That's just me personally.
See,
but
that could be challenged quite a bit. That's why it's like I can literally like I can find somebody within a few hours, and I can place myself too. But it's like we're not gonna do that. I mean, are you gonna give your house to somebody? It's just like it's one of those things. Like your world.
No, it's a
matters.
limit.
Yeah.
No, it's a limit. Of course, it's a limit and stuff like that. Like you could be nice, but you don't gotta be stupid.
Yeah,
so,
but sometimes being stupid is nice. Giving food to a homeless dude who you don't know, who probably just ate, who probably has money in his pocket, about to go buy booze. You don't know. You just mind your own.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, those people ruin it for all homeless.
Well, in that same regard, like when I was in San Diego, Nick, I actually sat down with a homeless man and shared a Subway sandwich, but I didn't know if he just ate that moment or he's got money in his pocket. It was just a decent thing to do because the man looked hungry. He looked a little mentally ill, so I just treat him with decent human kindness. That's kind of what Anthony's getting at. Like, we should treat people kind because we don't know what their circumstances are. If you find out we're assholes, treat them as assholes. But before then, you got to treat everyone with some kind of kindness.
No, and Nick, I'm like first one, like you eating us fries in front of that homeless dude. If you comfortable with it, like deep down comfortable with it, hey, I'm sorry, dude. Like I'm gonna keep. Do you, boo boo? But it's just like. Me, I can't do that. Like my guilt will eat me up if I see some shit like that. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm not probably hungry, but I would still do it because this is just me. It's just me.
Think of it this way: is like if you show someone else kindness, that person will show kindness to someone else, and then to someone else. It has a ripple effect. It's like a ripple effect. Yeah.
But Julian, you came in to call you. You have some points to add on this?
Well, I don't know. I had a couple things I wanted to say, but I think I'm gonna shift over to something actually different because now you're talking about the homeless thing, and I actually have something to touch on with that. So I have two examples. Like the other day, a guy's like, yo man, I'm a good guy, had tattoos on his face. He's like, I'm really hungry. Do you have some money for me? And I was on my lunch break. I was like, you know what, man, come with me to 7-Eleven. I'll buy you some fucking taquitos or something. He's like, no, never mind. Like see, and then that's a whole other thing, like whether he was being an asshole or not doing that. But that, to me, was still a good person. The asshole example of a homeless person, I just got off of work. I was fucking walking around. I had, like, my hand in my back pocket. I was, like, going up to, like, a Pokemon Go stop, hitting the gym like I do every fucking day after work. And a homeless guy goes, hey! And I'm like, is someone talking to me? And I just keep going. They're like, hey, you, Whitey, I don't know you. What are you doing? I'm like, and I look up and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you talking about? And I kept doing, he's like, hey, why you got your hand in your back pocket? I don't know you. And he kept screaming at me. I was like, all right, man, you know what? I'm done playing Pokemon, but fuck you. Get a life. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
he was about to get stabbed over Pikachu.
Like, address me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that guy's like, give me some incense. Come on, give me a Master Ball.
Give me that chum.
Give me that white bitch.
I'll cut you.
Ruthless, you actually bring up a good point in the chat. Like you said, you can't bank on people paying it forward. It doesn't account for, basic human greed. And like I said, like we're all human. We're not always going to have a good day. Me being the type of person I am, I don't always have a good day. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting my standards on people, stuff like that. But I just, like I said, me being the person I am, I just expect the people around me to just at least try. Just a bit of it. Just a little bit.
At the end of the day, it's a choice, man. Yeah, the choice is every single day. You can either just okay, I'm just not going to take it out on someone, or you can just say fuck it and take it out on the person you next meet. It's always a choice.
You can either choose to be nice or choose to end up being on World Star's Greatest Hits that week.
Or you can be a supervillain.
By the way, I don't know if anyone's saying anything in the chat, but we're not dropping frames, but all these Google Hangouts windows are closing, or like, being froze, turning into black. So I don't know, man.
Nick, real quick, I hate to do it on air, but Ali, refresh your page. It's just Google Hangouts right now. Everything is being fine. Maybe a few boxes are black on this footage, but overall, we're still getting recorded.
Okay, cool. Yay! No, but anyways, see, we made it out there without fighting, Anthony. Isn't that nice?
Yeah!
Isn't that nice? But then you had to do this shit and make another one to really make sure we end up fighting.
I'm just gonna bow out and.
You come back here. Oh no.
Yeah, Alan, I feel like
know what?
we have nothing to say about this. Like
I will
nothing.
just let my
Alan.
co-host take care of it. And... oh, come on!
I think all y'all motherfuckers are guilty of this shit, to be honest with you.
This
guys.
might be the whole show, by the way. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we might be
real.
on this topic for a while, but really quick.
I love this question.
While he's here, I'm just gonna get it over with. Julian, we argued for about an hour and a half over Ghost Simulator.
We argued for like a month straight.
Dude, no, that's not even over yet. Fuck you, dude. Like.
I'll probably go for, and just like to read the question again. It's just pretty much just saying, what is the most useless argument that you had that went on for a very long time? And even still to this day, me and my mom and my brother kind of debate on what exactly is fruits and what exactly is vegetables. Like we had one over
all that argument in 5
all
minutes, man.
the fucking time. Like
If it has a seed, it's a fruit. Done.
Like, tomatoes, like we don't know.
Tomatoes are fruit.
Tomatoes are fruit. So are peppers.
I'm still thinking that's a fucking vegetable, but that's just me.
Okay.
Because it's not sweet.
It's
That's why.
vegetable. It's not sweet. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. But then we had like a debate over cilantro, which we just kind of came to terms that that's like a fruit or vegetable, but it's more of a garnish. So you can't categorize it. So I was just like, oh, okay, I could deal with that. But those arguments all the fucking time, just that. And the funny thing about it, like this kind of question ties into the one that we had previous. But me and my brother always kind of debate about that whole asshole versus nice person kind of thing too. That shit goes on. Like it's still to this day, we still debate about that shit. So
yeah, because it's based off of an opinion. But go ahead.
No, that's pretty much it.
No, me personally, the stupidest fucking argument I had ran for like 10 or 12 years, and it was my best friend at the time. And we were arguing over dinosaurs being mammals and reptiles. And my dumbass was on the mammal side. And I argued that shit to the full. It's like, no, man, they have wings and shit. They have feathers. And mammals got feathers, man. Like, they can't be reptiles. They would have scales, dog. And it was like one day we got high and we watched National Geographic, and he goes, dinosaurs were the largest reptiles on Earth. He looked at me, fucking knew it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think too. Fucking Alan, can I bring the Walking Dead thing really quick, man?
Which time? We've done this.
Did that argument turn into like an argument about like who's the main villain of Transformers 2?
No,
oh no, I wasn't gonna bring that up.
We said we'd never talk about that again.
No, I literally made a promise.
Transformers 2?
No, see, I made a promise to Alan I would never bring it up on the show. I'm not gonna bring it up. Because that's just a
Transformers 2.
We had a 2-hour argument about it that ended in nothing.
How?
No,
Isn't the Fallen the villain?
No, Alice, stop!
That was Megatron! Why is everybody confused?
It's the Fallen. What else would it be?
Because it's Megatron!
No, but he's not the central villain in the movie.
The Fallen is on for 2 fucking minutes! 2 fucking minutes!
He's not a bad villain, but he's a villain.
Dude, how can you have a villain that's on for 2 minutes? Anyways, no.
It doesn't matter. That was my entire point.
Okay, we're not gonna get to argument right now.
It's the title of the movie, though.
Hey, we'll get into it if I retroactively win.
No, look, I said we're not gonna bring that shit up. We're not bringing it up. Fuck you, Anthony. No, but the thing
That's
is,
art. That was art right there.
Oh no, fuck you, Julian, because that is a conversation that still goes on. Julian, I love you, bro, but fuck you, dude. Fuck you. That whole art argument and shit like that, man, that shit went on for far too fucking long. This is art. This is art. I still disagree. Fuck yourself.
no, and then we talk about something. I'm like, no, but then okay. So, anyways, Alan fucking brought up the fact that yeah, I can see you on screen now. No,
Yeah, well,
no, but Alan, we were talking about Walking Dead, and he says he doesn't like it anymore because it's like the same old shit. People are just walking around, being fucking hungry, have nothing to eat, whatever, and he hates zombie stuff. And then we go and we're talking about, and he says, well, my favorite season of Walking Dead is season 2, which is universally known as the worst 16 episodes of fucking Walking Dead anything. Like, all they do is just talk, eat, lay down, sleep, fucking zombie. The villain is zombies. You don't like zombies and you like the one season has the most fucking zombies. Like,
wait. The villain of The Walking Dead is zombies? What a huge shock. I never thought of that before.
Well, hey, based on the fucking last 4 seasons, it's always been disposable villain number, like...
Shit, I thought it was Megatron.
Hey, Skull just said what the villain of the second movie is.
What a fucking... Okay, no, Skull, you dumb motherfucker!
Swear to God,
You dumb shit!
The reason me and Nick stopped the argument is I refused to actually go watch Transformers 2 to prove whether or not I was right or wrong.
Hey,
we just
Like, you refuse! I said this dude shit!
No one has to watch that movie anyway.
I can't believe we're springing this one talking about Transformers 2.
We're having an argument in the question about pointless
Allie, Allie, you should be the last one to talk. I saw you get in a 5-hour argument with 90s over frame rates.
Hey, no, that wasn't me. But 90s had Alan, you can attest to this because you're a part of it. So, it started with Alan, but
Here,
I tried.
you take my place.
It's gonna be 2 hours of people getting up out of their chair.
Anyway.
No, because 90s likes to know everything about technology. He thinks he knows every fucking thing. All
Oh
right?
my god, yeah, 90s thought that if he had a 21:9 monitor, that automatically the movie was gonna fill up the whole entire
Yeah, because it's in 21 by
whole
9.
entire screen. But like everything, like almost every movie in the beginning of the DVD or the Blu-ray says this has been modified to fit your screen, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what screen you have, it's gonna automatically it's going to adapt. It's going to adapt to the screen that you have.
So it looks, you have.
Exactly. Yeah. 90s thought in his head, naturally, yes, there are some apps or whatever that you can use that you can make the bars go. But he thought naturally that if he plays a movie that's widescreen, that it's just going to automatically be completely full screen in that 21:9 monitor. And Alan and I were trying to say that no, that's not the case. Just by plugging in a regular Blu-ray or whatever, or from the computer, without any other software attached. And we're like, no, that's not how it works.
Imagine
that's
that.
not how any of this works.
Imagine he got a smaller monitor. It's like, hey man, I got this in full screen, bro. But it's actually widescreen. But see, the thing is, we got a small TV, so it's kind of like a widescreen.
No, that's what I love about 90s. He'll go out his way to get technological shit to do bullshit. Like, hey man, I got this app that's also a stopwatch that stops the time.
Well, the one thing you forgot is it started in the chat for an hour, and then we got to a call for another 2 hours.
Yes, that's right. It just blew up the chat.
The other one too, y'all had with 90s, because y'all was saying Negra or something like that.
Oh my God! We still have this argument to this day. Okay, in Korean, I am is nega, right? He's convinced that they are saying the N-word, derogatory N-word in Korean. So that's why he believes he will never go to Korea, or he will punch a person in Korea because he thinks that they're saying the N-word. And I keep telling him, nega is I am. It's I am. That's how, so I'm a nega? I'm a nega? I'm like, no!
I didn't realize he was so black.
Jesus Christ.
That is a hard argument to just be on either side, because it's like...
I'm like, how can I explain this?
Oh, what about you, Justin? Because you said you had a nerdy argument with your brother.
Mine seems really dumb in comparison to how awesome everyone else's stories have been.
Dude, there's an argument about aspect ratios. You can't get any dumber than that.
The one that was really silly between us, we still joke about it this day. So we were watching Futurama, because both of us were huge fans of that show. And for some reason, it was the episode where they go to visit the Star Trek cast. And there's some reference that Bender makes is like, oh, wow, that seems really dangerous, but you don't hear me not complaining. And for some reason, the two of us got so fixated on this. It's like, so clearly he's sarcastic, right? No, he's not being sarcastic because the wordplay here, when he's saying not complaining, that's a double negative. No. You see, the way that in the context of this went on and on and on for like an hour and a half of us using like wits and, logical rhetoric stuff, trying to explain the definition of sarcasm. Like, it's just a dumb joke in the middle of an episode.
Yeah, and I remember this argument because I actually looked it up on Google. It's over here.
It almost got to that point.
I'm curious what you looked up to find that.
I just looked at complicated math.
But man, that wasn't listed on Google as Jay-Z's argument. Like, come on.
No,
I
actually,
got into a doctorate thesis.
No, and I thought you were going to mention... Okay, first, before we get into it, this won't be long, I promise. Anthony, just get on this roller coaster with me, baby, okay? Oh, here we go! Did you watch The Handmaiden yet?
Oh, no.
I haven't seen it.
Motherfucker!
Dustin, can you please never see this movie, please?
I'm going to watch it now. I got to see it.
Okay, you know what? Julian, you and I will make a movie night out of it. We'll watch it, and we'll come back and talk to Nick and Ganja about why they're wrong.
Oh, God.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're right.
Or you can do literally anything else.
I don't even know what to say.
I love that reaction.
The only reason I would do is just to shut Nick up and not have him ask me about it every time. Just like,
dude,
hey.
No, okay, you want to know what mine is? But my useless argument is, it's arguing with Nick about Daredevil about him being blind. It won't end.
Dude,
he even watched it, and we still argue about it.
I like it though. I like it now. But I'm just saying though, it's fucking weird. He's not blind. They show what he can see. You can see what he can see.
That's not seeing. His vision is art, bro. Come on.
Yeah. I will actually defend Nick on this, only in the sense that with how many powers Daredevil has, the only thing he can't see is actual color, but he can see outlines of people and everything else. So it's practically, he's colorblind more than anything.
No, if anything, he can't see details, dude. He can only see basic things.
But it's infrared.
No, but like
at
that's the thing
nighttime.
Where, in the TV show, he saw the outline of Rosario Dawson and literally everything except like tiny little things about her face.
Yeah, and here's the thing that's funny too, Ellen, is like Foggy keeps bringing this shit up. That's why I like the show, because Foggy even says like, oh, how can you tell that she's fucking hot? Like something about it, like he's blind, but he knows when all the girls are hot. And like the outline, you see how big her ass is. You see like what kind of hairstyle she got. Like
I don't remember that
but it's like base silhouette. It's like I don't know. Like I know there's an exact art form that exactly describes it, but it's broad strokes and base outline. That you can't really live your life normally like that.
Well, you're right, but he's not blind. I mean, he's struggling. But
It's okay.
Like granted, how they did it in the granted that movie is pretty bad, but the Ben Affleck movie they made it seem like it was kind of like echolocation. So that's what I always figured. Like they kind of work like based on audio you use, like how birds kind of actually see, or insects. Period. So it's just like what?
It's bats, not birds.
Bats. Bats. Yeah.
No, some birds do as well.
So when you say it like that, though, I just picture Ben Affleck doing that thing like that, just like.
Oh my goodness, man! But no, actually, since we're talking about this, I might as well just bring it up really quick because I don't have much to say. I know you guys probably do, but oh shit, this dropped! It's the whole Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite thing, whatever the fuck.
Is that shit? You know what? Marcus Kilgore, you go first. You're geeking out. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man.
No, like I've been playing these games since back in the day. I'm excited for it. I'm finding weird the villain that they're using this time around, but I'm excited for the game. I'm kind of sad that you're not going to see very many X-Men characters, so that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I didn't know if they had confirmed or denied that yet, but it seems like that might not be happening. So
unless maybe like Deadpool or
I heard a rumor about Wolverine being DLC.
Yeah, I thought Wolverine was in the trailer.
No.
No.
No, I don't think he was. No, he wasn't in the trailer. The one thing that I'm actually really fucking hyped about is you get to play with Ultron. Like, I'm fucking so hyped about that fucking Ultron. And granted, you got to get Sigma. I think that's the pre-order bonus or whatever. Like that, that's cool. And Trey has said it best on Trey Cooper. He was pretty much just saying that I like how Capcom made a Mega Man villain part of like the whole villain of the main villain of this game as kind of like a love letter or like saying I'm sorry. Like Capcom has not really done a lot with Mega Man in the past couple of years. I mean, the only thing
which is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. So like the last thing we really got that was like Mega Man related was like Mega Man in a whole another fucking game, which was Smash Brothers. So it's just like Capcom has not done anything with the Blue Bomber. So I guess this is kind of like saying, yeah, we're sorry, we haven't done nothing with him, but yeah, Mega Man is we still love the guys. This is something to hold y'all over. So I think that's actually kind of cool. What?
I got a question for you guys. Are there any particular characters you'd be interested for in this game? Anyone you're hoping to see?
Squirrel Girl.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I will spam anyone I see playing Squirrel Girl. I swear to God. I will spam the shit out of you. I will make you rage quit.
Damn.
Squirrel Girl's a joke that I'm not getting.
Damn, Rashad's like, I am going to cyber bully your ass.
I know, damn.
It won't come to that point.
I know, Rashad's going to go
Squirrel Girl.
No, Rashad's going to go over and be like, that's my bike, punk! Like,
I want them to pretty much do what they kind of did with Marvel vs. Because I'm kind of like you, Marcus Kilgore. I've been playing these Marvel vs. Capcom games or these type of games like Marvel vs. SNK or like the one that was on the Wii. What was it? Capcom versus Tosonaku or some shit like that. I can't remember the name. Yeah, but it was like
an off-brand.
Yeah. It was still good. It was still fucking good. But I've been playing all of these since like just like you, man. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 being my favorite. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
I hope that's probably in there.
I know, right? It better be. It better be.
Wait, Alan, what's wrong, baby? You all sad over there. You don't like this?
You don't want to take me for a ride, Alan?
No.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
It's weird because like I'm looking. What's going on?
What happened?
My dog started barking at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I thought I heard the alien scream like, oh!
I thought Allie looked at the game like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome.
No, I've been playing these games for a while, and I don't know like what kind of characters, but I want them to do pretty much what they did with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where it was funny because we didn't have Guardians of the Galaxy out, we didn't have a lot of these movies out like Iron Fist, but as you can see, the movies that's out now compared to the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 roster, a lot of those like characters went on to get movies. I mean, like in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 roster, you got like people like I said, Iron Fist, you got Doctor Strange, you got X-23, and fucking Nova. Like all those guys are like about to or already have got their own movies. So I want them to actually pretty much do like with this Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, pretty much put Marvel characters that we haven't really seen in the limelight before. So we can like it could be like a bridge almost, like get them a little bit noticed. Because Marvel vs. Capcom 3 also had Rocket Raccoon. That's the only reason why I know who the fuck the Guardians of the Galaxy are. So it's just like use Marvel vs. Capcom this game to get more people more knowledgeable about those lesser known Marvel characters. Like they put fucking MODOK in fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So it's just like,
who the fuck knows who that is?
Yeah. So like fuck yeah, I want to play this as a fucking AIM soldier. Like fuck it, let's just do it. Jessica Jones.
Yeah, but really quick, I just want to wonder though, what the fuck did they do to my boy's neck? Like, dude,
Wait, who is that?
That's Chris Redfield, apparently.
What?
Chris juiced up Redfield.
Dude, that looks nothing like Chris Redfield, man.
That looks like they went and just made the Hulk model smaller. He looks similar. He actually does look similar to the Redfield that they use in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He just looks a little bit more juiced up now.
Dude, that man does not, he is unable to wipe his ass. I guarantee you. Like,
Brock
there's no way.
Lesnar's got a better neck than him.
Wait, who does?
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, dude.
Check out the rest of the podcast.
That's yeah, I know. It's a hangout. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Sometimes Fridays.
And Fridays. And Saturdays. No, anyways. This is just terrible. This is a horrible design. For one, it doesn't look very PS4-esque. It's like one of those situations where I always say, like, dude, do we really need the PS4? Do we really have to make all these new sequels and games? And it's like, can you motherfuckers make it look like I need to pay another $60 to play this? Or can I just spend $15 to play the last one? Because it looks identical, kind of worse. Like, look at his eyes.
Dude,
I
these
think
games aren't graphic. This isn't MKX or Mortal Kombat level of stuff. What the Marvel vs. Capcom games do is they're very hyper realistic and hyper stylized. Like they don't focus on realism; they focus on like intensity and colors and background and animations.
Yeah,
all that.
trying to give you a seizure throughout the gameplay.
Pretty much.
Well, that's the problem.
Very
with
frantic
that.
gameplay.
Well, really quick, Julian, go ahead.
What
Julian.
a time.
Yeah, I was gonna say to Nick's point though, I agree with what he's saying though. It doesn't look that like great. Like it doesn't look like a huge jump up in like tech. You know, like even though, for example, the Injustice games, they always had that one style. You can see a difference from Injustice 1 to Injustice 2. With this one, it looks like the last one, and I agree with you, Nick. I was gonna say that. That's the only thing that I think really looks like a fault. Like I think that the game's just not done. Because, like, it looks a lot more simple than the older games, but I'm not a veteran of this series.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too. Like, even with the graphics not looking so great, like, are you still hyped for the game, Julian? Like, do you think you're still going to buy this
I'm more excited for Injustice, to be honest, but, like, this series doesn't have, like, a lot of connection to me. Like, I'm not, like, obsessed with it. Like, I haven't played, you know, like, the whole series of them for years and years, but, like, it's something that I'll definitely look into. Like, I do like that Ultron's in there, and I like that the other Guardians are going to show up, too.
Yeah, and a big thing, too, and Anthony, I'm pretty sure you're about to bring this up, but yeah, man, you get to finally play as, who you got to play as?
Fucking Ultron, man. He's like, you're like all the lines that he was saying in the fucking thing, too, like, your fighting is illogical. Like, I know a lot of people was like really didn't like Age of Ultron too much because he was kind of jokey and that's not the character that he is. I kind of dug it. It was kind of like a new take, but I will say that my favorite Ultron is the one that's just fucking like, that's highly illogical. I will fucking destroy you. I will fucking annihilate you. And it's just like, I love that shit. And I love his design too. Like he looks fucking awesome in this game. And it's just like, oh my God. Like you finally get to play as these boss characters too, because it kind of takes me back to those days when you like playing on the PS2 or PS1 where these type of boss characters were never unlockable. Like now we got fucking Darkseid and Injustice 2 now, which is a fucking Omega Beam, actually zigzags. That's fucking awesome.
No, I have a problem with this.
He's so lame though.
No, it's cool.
His hands are behind his back.
Darkseid is supposed to be really cool, but they're trying too hard, man.
Wait,
I disagree. I think they nailed it.
Yeah, but just so you know, yeah.
I watched
That looks like
video.
Brainiac.
That's Brainiac.
That is that's
a
Brainiac.
video with him.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
No, because
I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I don't know, man. Like, it's literally just a frame.
That's the classic Brainiac design from the comic book.
It
like
is.
his face.
You should scroll through it, Nick,
the
and show
video,
us Darkseid.
they're fighting each other basically.
I'll find it. Continue the conversation.
No, yeah. Like, here it is, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, well, like that's why I was like confused. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm like, well, yeah, you gotta let it play.
The thing is, it's like, cause like, I know you remember this, Nick, but remember like fuck, what is it? Marvel vs. No, what the fuck is that game? Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Oh yes.
You could play with like you could play with Darkseid and you could play with Shao Kahn separately, but you couldn't play with like what is his name? Fucking Shadow Khan or whatever. Like I can't remember his fucking name, but it was just like those type of characters. Like a lot of games, I think War of the Monsters even did that, where you can't play with the boss character. So I'm like really fucking stoked that these games like the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or Injustice 2, you could play with these fucking boss characters. And granted, Alan, it's personal preference. You might not think it's cool, but it's just like the fact that he's in there is fucking awesome to me.
No,
so
one thing
that's
I want
just
to bring
really
up,
cool.
and this is just I'm gonna go another like comic book rant because like I don't fucking get this shit. So Brainiac, I guess Justin, you're saying the guy with the fucking squid things behind him, the little octopus things. Yeah, is that not Mr. Or Dr. Octopus? Like the exact same fucking look.
No, they're trying to do something like that, but I don't know why they did that. It's a very new Brainiac design for this.
Yeah. Is this how it's been like since the beginning? Like who was? Because I know, and I forgot already our conversation, Ellie. But like, who came first with this? DC or Marvel? What the whole squid thing, or the extra hands, whatever the fuck those things are.
So now, yeah, like what Justin said, the whole like 8 tentacle things, like that's new. I mean, I've seen it kind of done before with Brainiac, but not to the extent of like what they're showing.
Yeah.
I would say I think Brainiac was first in the comics, but still.
It's a ripoff.
It's not. No, it's a ripoff of Dr. Octopus.
Okay, see, I was thinking differently.
Yeah, because like the Dr. Octopus, like they came first in the design, like the way he is, and that's always what he's been known for. And then all of a sudden now Brainiac has kind of similar thing going on. He wasn't always like that. What they show in the what is it, Injustice?
This bothered the shit out of me.
Like, I mean, granted, I mean, now it's not showing it. That's awesome. But like,
Well, that's actually what I was about to get at is that version of Brainiac, like Dr. Ock, they're centralized around his back, and they add 4 extra arms. What Brainiacs are like extensions of like little tubes. They're not supposed to be extra arms. They're like they're tentacles. They're more that as opposed to actual arms. So Doc Ock, that's his whole thing. But with Brainiac, they're like connectors because he's basically a living computer. So he has those things that connect into other computers, and he's going to also use them as weapons.
yeah, but I just like, I don't know, something about seeing that though. I was kind of like, everyone likes to shit on DC and whatnot, and I just feel like if this character was first, like that's kind of funny how no one brings up the fact that Marvel kind of stole this idea with Spider-Man and using it as Spider-Man.
But Nick, just to push your point even further, you know that there's also a Marvel villain named Brainiac?
Wait, what?
Is there?
Yeah, he fights the Hulk. He has a big old green head.
Jesus Christ, man!
Oh yeah. Wait, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
No,
and
I don't think his name is
Brainiac though. It's like Doctor.
Yeah, it's something else. I think. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's a Hulk villain. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's a Hulk villain. I remember
Brainiac's a fictional character in the DC, but I don't think there's one from Marvel. I think his name's someone else.
I'm like 90% sure his name is Brainiac or Brainazoid.
Are you sure it's not
this guy, Julian?
Because that's
No, he
Brainiac
has
from
just
the
a big
Marvel.
green head and
DC.
mustache.
Is it not Mastermind or?
Yeah,
It
Mastermind.
might be okay, never mind.
Yeah,
But he
it's
looks like a Brainiac, whatever.
That doesn't
He was the same.
Wow.
Same character.
It's smart guy. No,
Well, the designs are similar.
No, the design is similar, and then another thing too is like, yeah, we're talking about that. These, side characters, whatever. Once upon a time, Spider-Man versus Batman. Like, I mean, like.
No. I think it's this guy, the leader.
Leader.
Yeah,
Leader.
that guy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, leader.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
it's
does it
in
remind me?
Batman
What do I think of Green Lantern?
Yeah, it looks
he's
kind of like
green and his
Sinestro.
head's
but with
like
the
Sinestro,
lantern
doesn't
design.
it? Just like different color.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks
He's like
yeah,
Sinestro if he was just green.
Yeah.
pretty much.
For real.
From Sinestro.
As you see, Nick, a lot of comic book shit gets recycled.
No, like that's
Yeah,
the thing that
like-
gets me.
But DC did it first.
No, that's the thing that just gets me so irritated about that shit, though. It's like no one really talks shit about comic book movies because they're cool right now. In about 5 years, everyone's gonna bring up all this silly shit and talk shit about it until the next cool thing comes along. It just pisses me off. Like fuck comic books. Well, anyways, go on.
That's the way it goes. Like comic book movies right now are at their golden period where they're the best that they have been, and right now the one that we're waiting for to step up are video game movies, and that's not going to happen
Never
anytime
Yeah,
soon.
that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Next year you got Tomb Raider.
And that's the way we are. Like
Well, that's our focus.
even as like we uplift the one that's out now, and we shit on the one that's about to come later.
Yeah, exactly.
You got-
But were you gonna say
No,
I was gonna say you got Tomb Raider coming out next year. You think that might be the ones somehow?
Ooh.
Maybe.
it looks good.
Maybe.
Like from what I've seen, it looks good. What did they cast? Brie Larson?
No,
Alicia
Vikander.
Vikander.
The chick
Yeah.
that's the robot.
Oh yeah, the one from Ex Machina. Yeah, Ex Machina.
Yeah.
So she looks the part. Like to be honest with you, and maybe I'm just kind of biased because I think she's sexy as hell. But I actually really wanted her to cast the one that does the voice actor for the actual games. Who they
Oh,
actually
yeah,
put her face around.
Camilla.
Yeah, I actually wanted her because he actually has that British. I think they both have British accents, but it's just she
Yeah,
feels a little more Tomb Raider-ish to me. I don't know why.
So
but I actually
Vikander
wanted her.
is Swedish. So
I think it was a thing where they wanted a
Danish.
bankable star. Like they wanted someone people recognize.
Yeah,
No.
Bankable from that one movie that kind of.
She's an
was-
Academy Award winner. That
yeah,
puts
she
Whatever.
looks like Danish girl. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No.
Anthony, you one thing I don't know if you saw this in the chat, but Josh is asking us, and I'm asking the boss man. Is the MCA doing a tournament when Justice 2 comes out? So is that a thing that could possibly happen?
No, we wanted to Nick. We've been talking about doing like a game night and stuff like that. It's just like we love, like I said, give us ideas and stuff like that of what we can do because we don't know what everybody has. Like I know everybody got like PS4s and Xbox Ones because I know Allie and Nick they have PS4s and I think Ganja. I think Ganja has an Xbox, so I don't know. Like it depends
I
on
have
what.
the Xbox 360. I only have the PC right now.
Okay,
Me
so
and Jordan have an Xbox.
I have the PS4.
Yeah, I have Xbox One too. So.
okay, so we just gotta get like everybody in their own separate rooms. Like maybe have like a Google Hangouts for Xbox, maybe have one for like PlayStation or something. Like we had toss ideas around, but hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
I mean,
them
this game looks badass. And by the way, too, like I love the Joker's look. This is pretty cool.
Oh, the Joker? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
mix
it looks-
on him.
No, did they
I
change it?
I love the look.
It's the
Yeah,
same
it's
voice
Very,
actor. From,
he looks like a more grungy Jared Leto.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, it's the same voice actor from the last game too, which I'm kind of mixed on him because he's
Oh
kind of.
God,
I don't like him.
Dude, he looks exactly like the guy they're casting for Death Note.
Oh no! I think I know what you're talking about too.
I don't see that. I don't see why that's a problem.
Yeah, but he has that emo fucking look, man.
Wait, Leo?
Wait, what's his name,
Leo?
Allie?
Leo?
No, the guy playing Light.
Or Light. Oh, okay.
I don't know, he's the eyes, man.
But one thing, since we're talking about video games, God, man, this whole show, like, I'm trying not to be like negative, man. I'm really trying to be happy. I think we've
It's the internet.
Nick Diaz, professional hater.
Well, it's not even me, actually, so fuck you. No, it's Ganja. Because the thing is, we're talking about the... I like how they say new, by the way. New Nintendo 2DS XL.
Well, it actually is. This one is actually a new one.
I like how Nintendo just slaps new on shit, and it's just like, yeah, new. Like, it's totally
Like new
something
Super
else.
Mario Brothers. New Donkey
Super
Kong.
Mario. Like, they just love that fucking, like...
It actually is new compared to the old one.
Yeah.
You're not helping them. You're not helping. And the thing that you're not helping them. But,
Alan has been banished to the Phantom Zone.
the thing that's like really like just concerning me, and granted, Ganja, yes, I do suck Nintendo's dick a lot. I will admit it. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. After all the other people have.
Oh, okay. What the fuck happened there?
Okay, we're all in
Nintendo's
here.
like, cut him off.
Ganja left too. It's like
Fuck that. I can't handle that
God,
shit.
too.
Fuck you and your Nintendos.
Shit. You
That
guys
mother
left.
was like, it's fucking you connected.
Is everyone back?
What the fuck is happening on this call?
It's like he got kidnapped. Where's everybody? Help.
Dude, this is like, dude, I swear to God, this is like Unfriended. This is some creepy shit. Everyone's fucking dropping out of the goddamn call.
You do a parody, that'd be great.
I know, just
That
like,
would be
no, Nintendo.
Oh, and there goes Anthony again.
Ghost of
There goes
every
Anthony.
Nintendo console comes after us.
Yeah, exactly. Shigeru Miyamoto from the Undead. No, even though he's not dead yet.
I was gonna say.
Okay, Iwata, whatever his name is.
Oh, I want to make that joke. That's fucked up. But no, people, like I said, though, Ganja, right away, I'm just going to go ahead and let you have this because Anthony would talk his head off and say, fuck you, Ganja, the whole time. And here he comes back. So, hurry up and go. Ganja, why'd you hate this?
Let's go. Fuck. That was so weird. Like, I was scared to talk about Nintendo now.
Damn.
Live copyright strikes.
Mario, I suck your dick for cheeseburger. No,
I can't show the screen.
You have low standards.
No,
I'm just saying, Anthony, you'll get a bunch of big meatballs there. So.
No, Nick, are we good? Are we good?
No, we're not. You're going to have to leave and come right back in because your camera ain't working at all, man.
Okay.
I'll do your part of defending Nintendo from Ganja's rage.
God, now it's fucked up with
You
Ganja again.
like defend Nintendo for fucking Zelda.
I
Get out of here.
want to hear
Zelda
Ganja's
fanboy.
opinion so bad.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Okay.
See, the only thing I could say is it's just the same old shit. Like, I didn't say anything different. What I did like was the cosmetic design because it has more of a sleek look. They're kind of, I guess, imitating the Switch in that way. And I appreciate that from what the brick 3DS that they did have. Kind of like, it looked like an old cell phone, the old 3DS. So I appreciate that slick design. But other than that, it's the same shit.
Yeah,
Looks like a Game Boy.
Okay. I got this. I got this for 1 sec. If you look up the old 2DS model, the old 2DS model was a fucking like, it was just this. That's all it was. That's what the old 2DS model was. The thing is, what this XL is, it's like the 3DS, but without the 3D, which is why people wanted the 2DS in the first place.
But that was the biggest marketing gimmick.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't like it. It was a marketing thing that failed. It failed horribly. So the thing is, what they're saying is, okay, people want the games that are on the 3DS, but they don't want the fucking handheld. So here's a version of it that works for cheaper.
And how does that defend Nintendo?
It does, because now they have a chance to continue having the market to have people to get these games and actually have a handheld that actually works.
Well, they're the only real competitors in that market anyways. It's not like they have a lot of...
That's like the biggest selling console of all time, the fucking 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it is up there. But that's the thing with me, and it's just like, and granted, it's like their Japanese sensibilities, but it's just always like they just got done with the classic NES. They just sold that. It made them some money. It did well. Then you use all this money and stuff like that to do like another 2DS, which is kind of like, okay, maybe I got the wrong impression, but I thought the Nintendo Switch was actually supposed to like not kill it immediately, but just slowly fizzle it out so they can have it under all one platform. You got your 3DS games that go over to the Switch. You got your Switch games that's already on the Switch, and it's portable. It's both. It's a hybrid. It's both.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while though.
No, true.
They're gonna shoot everyone with a 3DS like right now.
Yeah, it's like they're not gonna do it like that. That'd be dumb business sense. But that's like, it's just them releasing this. It's just like, what is the plan here and stuff like that. And granted, I actually forgot, but didn't they have already released the 2DS that didn't have the 3D? But the only thing is, it doesn't like have the clamshell design. It's
That was my point. Is that the old one kind of sucked?
Yeah, it looked
Where
like
this
shit.
one actually feels like a good handheld that can actually do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, the original 2DS, I held it in my hand, and my first thought was, "Ow, this is fucking uncomfortable. This sucks."
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is like they probably know that too, because like when you seen the trailer, it was just like, yeah, ergonomic design and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty fucking awesome that they did that. But the only thing is just like, and it's like the whole video game industry, because like I said, you got the PlayStation 4 Pro coming out, they got the Xbox Scorpio, but they're pretty much gonna design these new games in a way where it's like, oh yeah, you gotta buy these new games to play it better. Cause like, wasn't it like a whole issue of like you could only play Pokemon Sun and Moon on certain 3DS? It's like the newer one, like you had to go out and buy it because it was like frame rate issues and how they designed it.
No
so it's
fucking
like,
way.
It's kind of confusing the developers and shit like that. It's kind of like some shitty practice. And like I said, I could be wrong all about this, but it's just like, yeah, you're forcing them to go get the new system, the PlayStation 4 Pro, because 4K gaming, everything is moving there. It's kind of like you're forcing the gamers to move in a certain direction rather than
the Pro and probably the Scorpio too. I think that jump is for people who want VR and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or if you just want it to look as amazing as possible. But I'm pretty sure that those big jumps, that like in the tech, that's just for if you want the fucking special version. Like a regular Xbox One is still going to be fine. My regular 3DS is totally going to play any game I need it to.
Yeah,
you're probably yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have my... I just realized I'm coming out with two different things. You guys can hear me doubled, and I apologize. But anyways...
Yeah, it's in stereo.
I know. It's like, oh, Jesus, no! No!
The audience is listening.
Why are we doing Jurassic Park theme song? What the fuck? No, but... no, but you know what? I don't know, man. There's not much to say about the fucking 2DS thing. I feel like it's just rinse and repeat the whole fucking thing, the same thing over and over again.
It's part of Nintendo's model, and it's going to work, and it's going to be on the market for a while, and then they'll replace it again.
Yeah. It's just the problem. There's too much hardware. There's not enough software out there. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Dude, 3DS games come out like every fucking 2 days, man.
Well, no. I mean, just in general. I think.
What about good 3DS games?
Hey, there are a lot of good 3DS games, man.
That's what we said that too. What about good 3DS games, fool?
That's the thing. Like, and granted, they were smart, because I thought that Fire Emblem game that was coming out was actually a mobile game, but I can't remember the name of it right now. But they actually promoted it. Not Heroes. That's the mobile one. But there's another one that's actually coming out on the 3DS, and they promoted it in this commercial. So they're gonna have some games coming out like within the next few months. Like they got Hey Pikmin, and then they got that Metopoli or something like that, like some kind of city or something like that. But I'm like, it's really fucking cool and stuff like that. You got some games, but not enough to hold you over to buy like a whole new system. Like that's the thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro and granted like that. Like it's VR related content, but it's not a lot of content on these fucking platforms. So it's just like, yeah, I just got a big shiny box. So
exactly. I think that's like the biggest thing to kind of like go off your point. That's why I sold my Xbox One, just because there were just no fucking games on that thing. I just got so like, it's just like this thing is just collecting dust. Like I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Like I just sold it. Like they have no good exclusive. If I want a good multi-platform, I might as well stick with PS4 because it runs better on there.
Yeah, no, and I feel the exact same way about all this stuff too. I feel like there's gonna be a time soon where just mobile games are gonna be on your phone and that's it. Like, there's not gonna be no market for any handheld actual consoles or systems.
I disagree, man. I think that the Nintendo Switch is setting the predecessor, like Xbox and PlayStation. They're like, fuck, how did we not think of that? Like, dude,
you don't think
the Vita.
I'm gonna ask Julian a question really quick.
Like,
I'm really curious and see what your opinion is on it. But do you feel like they're just trying to prioritize Nintendo on top of the market, just like presenting it as a handheld, so people are like, hey, let's just buy the fuck out of it, and that's what's prioritizing it, but it's not really in handheld yet, and they're gonna move that from like.
You talking about the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, because I don't feel like
whatever they're fucking doing with it, I still can't find one, man. I'm trying to fucking buy them and flip them because people are buying them for $500.
How is that a bad thing though? I think that's or how's that a good thing? I meant to say.
I think it's artificially inflated in the market because I think if they had a bunch of consoles out, we probably wouldn't see these many big sales.
Yeah.
Again, people are buying them.
Nintendo is notorious for doing this, Alan. You can't lie that.
Hey,
about
okay. the reason there was a lot of Wii U's wasn't because they overproduced, was because no one was fucking buying them.
Yeah, no one wanted those.
But that's the thing. Nintendo has done this in the past where they've kind of kept their production low on consoles so they can keep that inflation going. We're like, oh, look, we're sold out. But they don't have. The thing is, they're selling out only because they don't have enough product out there.
Because they don't want to. They want to make sure they're shipping out everything they're selling.
With the Wii U, man, people like Anthony knew about it, and maybe he was hyped to buy one. I don't know if he was dumb enough or a big enough sucker to buy one. Probably not.
He did.
But people who bought the Switch, bro, your grandma wants a Switch. My grandma wants a Switch. You know, like people who don't give a fuck about video games are talking about it, and that's why that's in the mainstream.
Well, I think that actually has something to do with and I have a question too right after this, but I think that has something to do with their aggressive marketing. Granted, like the Wii U was like, lackluster hardware, but it really didn't even have that great marketing too, because people didn't even know what the fuck it was. They thought it was like actually a peripheral that was attached to the Wii. They didn't even think it was another console, period. So now the Switch is a little bit more aggressive. I mean, like fucking Nintendo are the first ones to have a Super Bowl commercial for a video game console. So they was like, bitch, you gonna buy this fucking thing if you force it down your damn throat. But I'm actually curious to ask you guys, and you know what, Alan, I'm going to actually ask you first, and we'll go down the line. But where do y'all think console gaming is going? Do y'all think that would just come, like, as the video game industry, you think they're trying to get completely rid of console gaming? It's like everything seems like it wants to be on the go. You think gaming is just going to be like just hybrid of just going places because you got online gaming, local multiplayer is dead. It's always about like you and your controllers and your stuff. So what do y'all think about the direction of the video game industry?
People have been saying this for a decade that console game is going to die. It's never going to die. We're not going to switch to PC. We're not going to go to mobile gaming. There will always be a market for consoles because it's always going to be the people that just want to buy the box, wait for the games to come out, play them, and enjoy it in their house. That's always going to be there from now until we have VR is going to replace it. Like it is always going to be here, and it's going to change in different ways, but it's always going to be buy the box and wait for the games to come out on it, either digital or physical.
All right. What do you think, Justin?
Everything Alan said.
just everything Alan said.
I can't add anything to that. That's pretty much everything he said was what I was saying. So.
Yeah. What about you, Julian? What do you think is going?
Well, I agree with what has been said, but on the other hand, I think that games are going to become cheaper. I think that there are going to be more digital games because people are going to realize how much of a waste of time it is to put a game into physical production. And I don't know. I think that companies are going to be a lot smarter with their shit, and everyone's going to wise up a little bit more. I think that DLC is on its way out the door, and I think that the special edition thing might come back more where maybe you get something with a pre-order, but I think the season pass thing is moving on.
I hope so. I really hope that's actually
just bullshit, man. It's a full game. Like I love that metaphor of the fucking Mona Lisa. It was like games in the 90s. And then like it shows like the Mona Lisa like cut up in 5 pieces. It's like games today.
Yeah, and Kilgore, I saw you were trying to say something, Kilgore.
Something I want to say. Alan pretty much speaks for me exactly. I agree with his points. But something that this industry is doing that I quite frankly hate is releasing broken games. That's not something in past generations that I had to deal with, and it's something that I feel needs to stop because it ruins the ability of me to be immersed in the game and to fully appreciate it. When you're releasing $60 games that come out broken as shit, and I feel like why do we as an industry put up with that?
We've seen broken games being released in past generations. There's nothing we could do about it back in the day. I mean, we got Daikatana, which was broken upon release and unplayable pretty much.
But the difference between back then is like when the game did come out and it was broken, it's like, okay, yeah, and there's only so many that did that. But like for the most part, the games that did work really fucking worked. Nowadays, they're like, hey, we can just make a patch. Let's just release shit.
Yeah, but we have that option. Although not every game that comes out is broken. Yeah, games come out and are broken all the time. But you have some games that come out, like Battlefield, for instance. That game was fine on release and is still fine. But every now and then it's like, hey, fuck it. Here's a 2 gig patch. We're just going to revamp everything because we can. Not that we need to, but because we can. Yeah. And that's the option we have nowadays.
Okay, now I was about to ask you, too. I mean, you beat me to the punch. I think you knew I was going to say something because you're like, well, because usually I ask Alan guys, I always say, like, hey, name, like, a couple of $60 games that are not broken. And we always get typical thing about, you planned that shit out. You knew where I was going to ask you. Yeah, of course. Motherfucker. But actually, guys, we talk about video games quite a bit. I'm so fucking sick of video games. You guys make me want to play them. So I want to hurry this ship so I can go play something. So with that said, at that time, Flex and Chill!
Flex and Chill!
Yay! Oh, it's not that big of a deal.
I always think we're going to talk about workouts because you always say flex and chill. So I'm like, we're going to flex our muscles and chill.
Oh, dude, start working out and get healthy. One of us.
Hey, dude, next week.
What the fuck? What kind of Wonder Woman shit are you doing over there?
I know, like.
YMCA. That's what she's doing.
Hey, why MCA? Aw.
Stop.
Tell some jokes.
We're both in the corner for bad jokes. Come here. Come on.
Oh shit! Look at that. He's wearing a shirt.
We should just make a hat.
Anyway, people, if y'all wondering, y'all just coming in and stuff like that, y'all don't know what the fuck is about to happen because we're fucking retarded. But
yourself.
Flex, yeah, I am. Flex and Chill is pretty much the segment where we talk about TVs, movies, and other video game or no, just entertainment in general that we're actually watching or playing. It's mostly about Netflix and the streaming services, hence the title. So Hulu, Crackle, maybe, and LA and Amazon Video and stuff like that.
WWE Network.
WWE Network.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Ultimate Thrill Ride.
No, but just to start off, because Alan can join me in this conversation. But pretty much, what I actually watched with him, we watched the newest DC animated movie, Teen Titans: The Judas Chronicle. I mean, Contract. And pretty much the verdict is this is way better than Justice League Dark. Like way fucking better. It's not that much better, but it's like okay, y'all bringing it back. The only problem is and granted it is the original storyline, but I felt like this story pretty much does the Teen Titans Terra storyline, and like granted, like I said, that's the original source material. But I still, and I think I'm biased when I say this because I probably am, but I think Teen Titans does it better. I just personally I think so. You get a little bit more. And granted, that's a TV show. This is a full-length movie, so they can't develop like a TV show can with a little bit more episodes. But personally, if you want this same storyline somewhere else, I say just go Teen Titans. But this is a good movie, and this is a nice attempt, and it is a breath of fresh air considering all those past DC movies that I've been watching.
And Batman doesn't show up once. It's great.
Yeah, he doesn't, and it's fucking refreshing. It's so fucking refreshing not to see it. And Darkseid, the action in this movie. It's fucking great. Like, it's really well choreographed and animated. It's like, holy shit, this is really nice. And like I said, this is a breath of fresh air considering that we had like fucking, and I know, but Justice League versus Teen Titans, fuck that movie. And then I said Justice League Dark, that movie was not all that good. So it's just like, damn, you're doing it again. Like, bring me more good DC animated content. So it's a good movie. I say watch it.
Is this the one that I watched with you, dude?
I think it was
Yeah, we all watched it together except Alex. She was still out of town. Yeah. Who's got the granola? Who's got the fucking granola?
Put it down.
His face.
Nice camera placement.
Damn.
I can't be without my granola. Anyway.
No, it was Nick. You say you even was kind of getting into it too, right?
No, I was getting into it, but the fact is like. For a regular show to be watching or a movie, it feels like a damn show. It so feels like a show.
I wish it was though.
Yeah, of course. No, but I don't know, man. Like watching this, I was like, okay, people like you, or people that like this kind of stuff, are gonna love it. But people like me, this was definitely a 0 out of 4. If you've seen one animated superhero show, you've seen this fucking movie 100 times. It's like every single time something happens. Even Alan, I don't know if you watched this before, watched it with us, but you were like saying things that are gonna happen before they happen. You were like, oh my god, here it comes. She's gonna be alive at the end. Boom, she's alive at the end. Or like, here comes this character is gonna jump in the room and it's gonna be a big like shocking matter. Like, oh my god, he's here. Dude, it was like you might as well have Batman in here. I feel like it goes bad because there's no Batman. Because I'm like, if you're gonna be your generic ass superhero show, I want my generic superheroes. I want my Batman. Come on.
Yeah, it was pretty beats by number, and that's why it is kind of like that. But like I said, like granted, it is beats by number, but when it did those beats by number, it didn't completely just like fuck that up. Like Killing Joke had like source material to follow. Like source, like it was done. The fucking story was done. All you had to do is just like animate the shit. They didn't even do that right. So it's just like granted, it is beats by number, but if you could do that right and entertain me, which it did, granted, I say like from the story elements, you can get that somewhere else. Like I said, Teen Titans, watch just the Terra arc, but just as a movie, just like one of those movies that you just watch one time. Yeah, I say give it a look. Aside from how well they did fucking Deathstroke, because Deathstroke was fucking amazing.
He was good, but then they do that shit that I hate, where it's like Deathstroke in this fucking movie was the exact same thing as Voss was on Far Cry 3. where it's like, oh, he's badass. Yep. Oh, wait, he's not the boss. Oh, there's someone completely fucking boring and unoriginal, like as the main antagonist, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and when they get
something this time,
it is sad though too.
Oh, go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's sad too because that actor, that was his final role before he died, who played Deathstroke. So.
Oh, damn, serious?
Damn.
Yeah, Miguel Ferrer died like a few weeks back, so this was his final performance.
I hope he didn't die of a stroke. That'd be fucking awful.
A death stroke, even.
You know, at least you're with me on this one. Dying with somebody else, like
high five.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go that far.
You're making fun of a dead person.
Nick, I had more faith in you.
Someone please make a gif of that shit.
You guys are high-fiving over death jokes. Great.
Oh my god, I'm surrounded by idiots. No, but
meanwhile, SpongeBob's in the background. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is like it's I say one-time watch. It's a lot of other DC animated movies that's actually better. I actually got to go back and watch and stuff like that too. Like speaking of Batman, Bat Blood. Thank you to Alan for actually showing me that. And it was actually pretty fucking great. So that was good. And the other thing that we watched all together, kind of as a group, it was also Alan. Wait, before I move on, Alan, is there anything that you want to say about the Teen Titans movie?
Yeah, it's the same problem. Like I liked it except for the climax. I think the climax it just falls apart. But it has the same issue that I have with Justice League vs. Teen Titans. Of I don't think you can make an ensemble cast in an hour and a half and make it a good movie. I think it needs to be a television show. Like Young Justice wouldn't be as amazing if it was an hour and a half movie. It needed to be 2 seasons because you need to give the time for all these characters. And these movies try to do that, but don't nail it as much as the Teen Titans TV show or Young Justice. So it was good and better than some of the other ones, but I still think that there needs to be a fucking TV show for this to make this work.
Yeah,
I completely stretch it out.
I'm going to go ahead and take one of the non-hosts really quick of the show, and I'm going to go and throw this shit. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way, Anthony, you bitch. No, Justin, how about you, man? I know you've been watching something.
Actually, not a whole lot.
I knew it! You were going to...
No. Here's the thing. I have finals coming up. I have a huge project that I'm presenting on Tuesday for master's degree stuff.
Excuses.
But it has helped me to watch a bunch of old TV shows as part of my study. And one that will be on my deck, for like stuff to watch when I'm done with my finals, is The Expanse on Syfy. Has anyone else been watching that one?
No, I heard it was good though. I haven't seen anything else.
So the only part I heard about it because they had like a really interesting ad campaign on Facebook. They had like this VR kind of commercial where you can actually look around and shit like that. It was like VR and 360 view. So I was actually thinking, I was like, damn, that's actually kind of clever marketing and stuff like that. But I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen a few episodes for the ones I had to use for my study, but so far the stuff. What's going on in the background?
Just continue, please.
Okay, anyways, making fun of my serious stuff, but no, it's actually a very well done show. Like for being a sci-fi program, there's a lot of really interesting. People often say it's Game of Thrones in space, which is an easy thing to say, but it's kind of true because you see all these different political sides and characters trying to, maneuver themselves to take, to one up each other on one thing or another. And the reason why I'm studying it for my project is because there's a only slightly there recurring subplot involving Mormons as part of the story. They're not a huge part of it, but it's just kind of funny where it's like, maybe the most accurate depictions of Mormons I've ever seen in any TV show. I mean, they get screwed over by the end of the show, but...
That's highly accurate.
Just like life. But the stuff I'm seeing, it looks really good. And the one guy who's impressed me the most, because I always liked Thomas Jane as an actor. I just feel like he picks really bad movies. But so far in The Expanse, he's been awesome. He's playing this kind of like...
That's the guy who played the Punisher, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the Punisher from the 2004 movie. So, yeah, it's the guy who... he's playing like some detective who gets caught up in the whole machinations of Earth versus Mars versus the asteroid belt residence kind of thing. And he's actually pretty good.
So you're telling me Space Punisher.
Kind of. I mean, he does get this crazy haircut at one point where he gets like this crazy like taxi driver style mohawk, which is really cool.
Space Punisher.
Oh, and it also has Shoreg Agdashlu, who was the if you guys remember in the last Star Trek movie, the head commander of the space station that Kirk talked to, the Persian woman.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the leader characters in the show, and she's one of my favorite, Arabic actors. She's just so good in that show. So yeah, if you get a chance, along with me, just start watching The Expanse. It's totally worth it. It's a
No, yeah, and that's cool. Like, that girl, I know her too. She's one of my favorite aerobic actors too. She gets a nice workout in. Anyway,
I don't know how to answer to that. I really don't.
I don't know, man.
I'm judging you.
I know, I'm stupid. No, Rashad, how about
I'm
you?
not, and that's my people he's talking about.
Yeah.
No, but
Alan gets me.
Yeah, see, you're linked up with him, man. So I don't know how that feels, but go ahead. No, but Rashad, how about you, man? Any movies or anything watching on the regular? Oh, really? No, that's cool.
Oh, shit.
And that's the thing too is like movies like that. I'm just like, that's crazy.
No, can't.
He's been watching The Artist,
dude,
the silent film.
Movies like that should get Oscars, but they're totally ignored by the Academy because they'll never be given a chance because they come
Yeah,
from
it's like
censor.
the white man's always trying to mute the black man. They're always trying to hold you guys down, and that's not fair.
Rashad, go ahead, buddy.
I wish they did this to Moonlight.
Okay, dude, seriously, who turned his mic off? Like, did something happen?
Did someone actually turn his mic off?
No, his mic is. You leave and come back, Rashad. Your mic is on. It's something on your end.
Yeah, I guess something on your end, dude. Yeah, sorry about that. But you did say a whole lot, though. That was a mouthful.
Mm-hmm. No, what about fix that, buddy. You know what, Marcus Kilgore? Since it's been a while since you've been on the MCA and stuff like that, what you been watching, man?
Okay, all of my answers have been on Netflix. The first one is this documentary called The 7-5. It's a documentary about a corrupt cop official who has this life of glory, and it all comes crumbling down pretty horribly. I highly recommend it. It's currently on Netflix. The second show I'm watching is actually People. Been enjoying it.
Wait, did this shit just stop?
You might have to say it again, Marcus. What were you saying?
They censored you.
Okay, I was going to say, the show I'm watching now, it's on Netflix. It's called Dear White People.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's real.
Oh, is that out now?
Yes,
it's out now.
Someone asked if that's real.
I forgot they had a TV show coming out. I blanked.
It's a great show. I recommend it as well. And then the last show I've been watching is called Bill Nye Saves the World.
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Bill Nye yelled at you for 30 minutes.
You say world.
Oh, Jesus. You can take that shit out.
The last time I saw him make that face, he was sleeping in my room at night. Holy shit.
It's like he's gonna that.
No, okay, Marcus. Because Alan was he is kind of indifferent on it. But what do you think about it? Because me and Ganja was loving it. We was loving the episodes we were seeing.
As someone who is living in a country where science is being attacked, I enjoyed this, Bill Nye raising important scientific discussions in an entertaining way.
Yeah,
exactly. Like even to the point where, and I love the segments like Bill, like speak your mind, man. Bill needs a minute, where he just pretty much just yelled at the audience, get your shit together. And I'm like, yes, Bill, tell him. Like that one about climate change and shit like that. He was like, if you do something, maybe we'll shut up about it. Maybe, I don't know, and so like that, I really love it. I really love the show, and it got us actually talking. Like me, Ganja, and Alan, we was watching it heavily, and we was actually having discussions and shit like that, like the one about designer babies, and it was getting us really involved in conversation and stuff like that. And I'm digging it. And granted, that first episode was kind of cheesy, but it has that nice amount of cheese, like the whole Bill Nye the Science Guy show. But just the right amount because around that whole because. I thought it was gonna be one of those shows because the first person that you see is designer, the rapper, and I was just like, God damn it, it's gonna be one of these shows. But then after that whole cheesy ass segment, which actually made me and Ganja laugh,
it was really well done. They utilized designer properly.
No, it did. It was fucking hilarious. Like that whole chocolate thing. He was like, "Man, my fucking chocolate, no." Like that.
And if you guys heard groaning from across America, that was just me groaning that entire segment.
It was funny.
Say any actual words in that thing? I just
had subtitles though.
The best part was every time they went to another scene, you'll see a panda zoom in and out.
Yeah, for real. It was funny.
Panda.
But after that, it actually started going into some deep topics, deep science. Even Alan, as a scientist and stuff like that, he does this shit on the regular. He was even complimenting Bill Nye. He was like, "Yeah, he's got it. He's doing what he's doing." He was explaining what he was doing, the experiments. He was like, "Yeah, the science is solid."
Yeah, there was nothing my issue with Bill Nye is never. He's always good at his science. It's just it's funny because I never watched Bill Nye as a kid because every time I would see it, I was like, "Oh, I already know this shit. Okay, I'm done." And I was young too, so I'm like, whatever. And now it's 15 years later, he's doing this. I'm like, I'm doing this for I hope this will be my job one day. So it's still that. But my issue with the show is that he brings up all this stuff that if you just spent 5 minutes on the internet, you can figure out for yourself, and he just kind of leaves it there. Like he's giving you digestible information, but I feel like that's it. That's all he's really giving it to you. He's not really bringing up solutions. He's just kind of bringing up, here are the problems that are going on with every one of these topics.
Yeah.
Well, Alan, when you start Birdman the Science Guy, then you can start telling people about real.
I would love that.
And when you come to America and you realize how fucking dumb everyone is and how they need to be spoken to like that,
He has no idea what America's like. We talk about our country, he thinks it's a fantasy land.
No, that's the funny thing
Tell
about
me your
it.
country like it's falling apart by the fucking second, man.
It is. No, that's the funny thing about it.
Wait till I take you on 6th Street with those homeless people.
Like, that's the funny thing about the show. That's the one reason why I actually love the show, because like that's the thing is like you saying like he's just not giving us solutions. He's putting it on the people, because he's just like, yeah, I can talk about this shit all day long until but y'all motherfuckers gotta actually go out there and do something, because I can't do this shit by myself. That's pretty much what he's saying. And I'm like, I agree with the guy. Like, he was like, we got to start doing something, like the whole voting thing and shit like that, bring out political issues and economical issues and stuff like that. Like pretty much like they was pretty much saying like we sort of have the technology to get like everything under one infrastructure and stuff like that, but it's because of political and other reasons and shit like that. And it's just like, damn, it's really good shit. So I'm actually gonna continue and stuff like that. The only episode that was kind of meh was the sexual one, where they talk about the sexual spectrum, because that one really did feel like just bulletproof, like bullet notes that you just pulled off of YouTube or fucking Google. Yeah. So I was just like, you're really not covering anything different over here. But all the other episodes, like the I like how Alan was kind of got pissed that only Neil deGrasse Tyson got like a cameo as a coffee machine.
Yeah, the fucking coffee pot. Like, come on.
Like you wanted, I'm not kind of agreeing. She like you want to have them to have like intellectual conversations on the show about something, especially about AI, which it was actually a really good episode, stuff like that. But yeah, I really like, if you're a fan of Bill Nye the Science Guy, I really highly recommend you check out this, because it is, he kind of makes fun at himself. He kind of makes fun. He was like, yeah, like I think on the gamification episode, he was just like, yeah, I used to be a host of like a children's show. Not anymore, bitches. So it's kind of funny that he pokes fun at himself too. So I say check it out. I say check it out.
You know, and with that said too, like Allie, with them bringing this up and just like the quality of the show and them kind of nerding out. I mean, even Anthony's nerding out. But are you interested in the show, watching it at all, or no?
Maybe.
Okay, we watching this shit, Allie. We watching this.
I liked Bill Nye when I was younger. I don't know. I've just like haven't had any motivation for checking out the Netflix show. But hey, Nick, if you're down for watching it, we can watch it together. Sure.
Yeah, I love Bill Nye the Science Guy, man. The guy is awesome. So
well, Whiskey Wolf. That's actually a good explanation of what that sexual episode was. He was like, "Is that sexual episode the Tumblr episode?" Like, pretty much.
Gender is dictated by your chromosomes because they're afraid they're gonna get fucking destroyed by Tumblr.
And they had like a really bad musical number 2, which was bad. But
oh Jesus, yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, if the cheese is there, I am cool with it, because Bill Nye has always been cheesy, man. Like, I fucking love Bill Nye. Just seeing the guy talk, like he even does things where he responds to tweets made to him, like shitty, mean tweets from people, and it's the funniest thing ever, dude. Like, I love Bill Nye. But I'm gonna move to somebody else actually. Julian.
Yes.
You've been watching movies, man.
I did, man. And it's funny you were talking about movies that have Batman in them, but Batman doesn't show up, because that's kind of what I watched. I watched The Founder. Yeah.
Oh, The Founder, yes!
Yes.
That
was a pretty big stretch for a Batman reference, but it's there.
No, dude, that movie is fucking awesome, dude. You guys should watch that shit.
I still haven't seen it yet, but my mom loved it, so I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it.
I really enjoyed it. It's one of these movies where the writer thought that he had an Oscar winner on his hands. Yeah. Like more than 50% of the script, I'd say, really good shit. It's really well performed. Everything is really well casted. But on the flip side of things, some of the movie is just kind of meandering, not really there for a reason. And it was like, you didn't really need to have this, and you could have written a better scene here about something that could have developed the characters a little bit more. Because that's the thing, it's like all the characters get some sort of development. Definitely Ray Crocker, the lead character, he gets most. But like, there's supposed to be a shift between him and his wife, and it's just really predictable. And it's like exactly what you'd expect to happen. It's like, oh, that's kind of boring and not that exciting. But that being said, hearing about the history of McDonald's and the way that they do it in this movie, it was kind of awesome to watch. Like, it was cool.
I mean, since it's real, and since real shit happened in that way, don't you think that that's kind of like a nice little, like does that make you feel better about it being predictable, or not really?
No, I mean, I'm talking about predictable things that didn't need to be predictable. Like, I know it's based on a true story, but, like, the way that people's relationships develop, it's like you don't need to make that real. Like, there's a way that you can hint at certain things, like showing, like, that there's something wrong in their relationship, where I feel like the movie didn't do that. Like,
So, like,
they showed,
it feels like a typical biopic, you're saying, right? Like, that kind of thing?
in some ways, that's the thing. Because, like, the first time, like, this isn't a spoiler, like, the lead character goes to a McDonald's. I know. But, like, the first time he goes, and, like, he's like, he places his order, and they give it to him instantly, he's like, but what's that? You know, I just ordered, and they're like, that's your food. And, like, watching him, like, react to that and, like, seeing someone go through that, I thought that was really interesting. Or, like, hearing all, like, the names. Like, at one point, like, they'll repeat a couple names. I'm like, all right, that must be some motherfucker who's now, you know, a CEO of McDonald's. And sure enough, it is. Like, there's other stuff where, like, they talk about having Coca-Cola on, like, the menu and shit like that. And it sounds like it's, like, a documentary, but, like, it was a really good story. I'd give it like just like barely passing like a rental. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
I would give it like a
worth
quarter
watching.
pounder. You know what I mean? Like I want to give it a Big Mac, but a quarter pounder for sure. I think that's what it is.
Not a whole pound.
Not
you
a whole
just give it 1 out of 4.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wait, I fucked up.
I mean, it's at least a half pound.
It's good, guys.
It's good.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Just a quick mention too before somebody else goes, because I'm really about to wrap this shit up. But I also watched the Studio Ghibli film, but it was distributed by them. It wasn't really animated by them. But Red Turtle. It's not too much I can say about it other than just watch it, because even me like just saying a little bit about it could spoil it. But it kind of reminds me of Swiss Army Man in that is it real or isn't? Like fantasy mixed with reality can be two things that like make this perfect marriage. And the ending, there's a lot of ambiguous things. Like this movie does not hand you out anything. It's just kind of almost left up to interpretation. And I know a lot of movies hate that because it's like, what the fuck I'm watching my movie for? But it's trying to do that. But I really recommend just watching it. It's a quiet film, no dialogue. It's dialogueless. And just watch the movie and just kind of take it in. And I'm actually curious, like if anybody watches it and finish it, tell me what y'all think. What's y'all interpretation of it? Because
the Red Turtle?
The Red Turtle, exactly.
You're saying it's similar to Swiss Army Man?
Similar in the sense, like I said, like you know how Swiss Army Man combined the reality and the fantasy, and you don't know which is which. Like it's just like, is this a dream? Is he dreaming this? Is he imagining this? This does the exact same thing in that sense, where it's just like, okay, is it a dream? Is he dead? You don't know what's going on here. Why is he on this island? Who the fuck is this guy? And like I said, it's very sparingly on the details. Like at the very end, you still left like, huh? So, but I'll just, like I said, when y'all watch it and y'all like, get back to me, like message me personally, be like, yeah, I thought this interpretation of the Red Turtle was this, this, and this. And I would actually like to open up a dialogue and talk about it because I'm like, huh, yeah. And quick mention, video game. I know it's not related. I played Little Nightmares. I'm digging it so far. That's all I really got to say about that.
See, I didn't do anything as fancy as you in terms of fucking Netflix and chill, bitch. But what I did is I actually checked out Doctor Strange finally because I didn't get a chance to see it in the movie theater. I get what everyone was saying about the first few scenes. It was fucking amazing. I love how they did it with the camera work and the buildings, how they kind of went to like this different time and space to fight each other was a very good feature because I always wondered how they would have like all these mystical battles without destroying New York or stuff like that because apparently this movie takes place during the Avengers or through one of the films. Mm-hmm. So there was kind of a neat right trick to get out of that from causing mass destruction. So I appreciate that. And the way they did with the CGI is just flawless. I really appreciate this movie 100%. I felt like the main villain was very weak. I mean, pretty much everyone said that, so it's not a big surprise. I felt his motivation was okay, but just him as a character was awfully weak.
But the villain they set up, though, bro.
I don't know yet. I'll give it some time.
It's a setup, yeah.
Wait, what's the villain's name again? Casilius or Casilius?
Dormammu.
No, we're talking about the guy with the green shirt.
No.
With the green shirt, you?
But the one thing I actually did see...
Red shirt this time.
Also, Alan dies first.
The one thing I actually did check out this that actually did amaze me. It appeared, I think, on Comcast for the streaming service, and then it premiered on ABC. It was the fucking riot documentary. I'm trying to think of the name of it right now.
Let It Fall.
It was Let It Fall.
Oh.
It was amazing because they go into such background on how Los Angeles was early in the 70s and 80s, and how a lot of this stuff, if you look into the history of LA and just South Central, Compton, those certain areas, that this stuff, for anybody who loves their history, this was built into explode anyways. And it seems like the Rodney King and a few other instances were just the catalyst for people to pop off.
Where did you watch this? I want to watch
more situation.
What,
Rashad?
Where did you watch this? Because I want to watch this.
I checked it out on Comcast because they have a thing on ABC where if you have like any of the providers, you can watch it for free. But I think you could easily find out any of the torrent sites. I think it's a part 1 now. It's out.
I like how you just said that shit, bro.
I advertise torrent. I don't give a shit.
You can like steal it if you guys want to.
And there goes the channel.
But make sure to check it out. I think it's only part 1 right now because part 2 is coming out on the later week. But it's a great film. It talks to real people, and it's not sugar-coated. Like most of these documentaries, especially on the cable news providers, they sugar-coat it or they just go over a lot of the big aspects that happen. And they get into the nitty-gritty, especially about the racism in the police department, which I appreciated. I thought they were going to blow over that.
Now, one thing that happened with me that we watched, I actually watched it with Allie because I even told her, she was like, hey, let's watch this. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not going to sit through watching that. And we made a deal. You're going to watch Freddy Krueger with me eventually.
Yeah.
But, and actually, you were right. What are you saying? Freddy Krueger's great.
No, I'm just wondering what the hell, like, is she willing to make you sit through to watch Freddy Krueger?
Okay, but see, this was actually good, though. Interview with the Vampire Son. This actually, in the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, this is just too gay for me. Like, there was a lot of stuff that was happening here. Where, look at that shit. Like, Tom Cruise was, like, checking him out.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Dude, there's so many moments. Like,
wait, which one is this?
Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with the guys from Flight of the Conchords?
No.
It's no, it's with Brad Pitt.
That's what we do in the shadows.
Right. It's a similar topic, sorry.
Okay, no, I meant Tom Cruise, not Keanu Reeves. I'm getting confused between like the dudes who all the girls want to have
It's
sex
Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and Antonio Banderas. That's the ones in this film.
Yeah, and Christian Slater.
Yeah, and Christian Slater. Yeah, and Kristen Dunst, which I kept calling her Kristen Durst throughout the whole movie because fucking Anthony got me. We were talking about one day we were like Limp Bizkiting like all day.
What?
Limp Bizkiting?
There's something that happens.
Do you know what that means, Nick? What you just said? You know what that means, what you just said? You guys were in a circle jerking off on a cookie and eating it?
What?
Oh, what?
Anyway, moving on.
No. Okay. I don't know what it was. The idea that they were doing that or that Julian knows what that is. That's
what I like Limp Bizkit and I know the history. Never mind.
Limp Bizkit is when you drink hot dog flavored water.
Okay, fuck this whole part.
I don't even know what to say right now.
So vampires like hot
Anyway,
dogs.
back to the movie.
Back to the movie.
No, like for one, how long ago did you see this movie, Ellie? Like, did you watch this back when it was new still? Or well, no, actually, no, because in 1994.
Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah. I mean, it's been several years. I think I remember as far back as when I was in maybe elementary school. I watched it because I was going through this whole marathon of watching Tom Cruise movies because I love Tom Cruise. And yeah, Interview with Vampire, I was like, oh, vampires? Cool. I like vampires. So then I watched it. I was like, man, this movie's awesome. And that's what got me into the books. And I would say like the book definitely, like the movie captured the book extremely well. I mean, it's written by Anne Rice, which is a screenplay, which is the same as the author of the book. So I thought that was actually interesting that like successfully a movie was made, well received by an author who actually wrote the screenplay that, wrote the book. But yeah, I just really, this movie, I just like, this is traditional vampires. It's not like Twilight crap, which I really freaking love. It captures an interesting topic of like, what happens if you make a vampire that's extremely young, like a child, the psychologically, how can it affect that person that they will never, ever grow up? And man, I just gotta say, Tom Cruise, like Nick, you agree with me? He stole the show.
He did, dude.
Nick didn't think he could, like, Tom Cruise, but like you see him, you're like, man, he is so charismatic, and he's doing like despicable things, but you can't help but like him. He's the perfect villain. Yet at the same time, like there's a part of him that's like, oh, okay, this guy maybe is not all bad. Like he's probably went through something, and take it away.
Well, that's the thing too that really, really bothered me is Brad Pitt was so fucking like just like, oh my god, like just so like gay. Like, I mean, I hate to, I'm not trying to be derogatory here, but like,
well, no, there's a reason for that because the books got progressively more gay as they went along too.
Oh,
okay.
cannot wait then.
Oh man.
Damn. I love it.
Wait, we're about
Man.
to say Justin's like, I love gay sex.
He loves it between his cheeks so well.
Damn.
So.
Anyway,
No, but yeah, it's just like my whole thing is like this movie was so good and just leading up to like I mean just like every single like 20 minutes like oh shit it's getting better, and then like at the end it was like the biggest. I nerded out. I was like yes, and then the movie it's funny because some 80s music starts playing and it's like doing that typical 80s like comedy or cop movie thing where it's like, you know, playing some music, and I was like, okay, they don't have a transition like that throughout this whole movie. What's going on? And then I looked at Allie and I was like, wait, don't tell me. And then the credits start rolling. I was like, fuck, like. Oh wait, they should just turn off
I mean, like he turns on the radio. It's in the 80s. Like, what else is gonna play? I mean,
really.
it's a Guns N' Roses song. So I mean, like, yeah, it's just, and then also it's kind of a little bit of a tie into like what that character like afterwards, what he ends up.
And that turns into this bullshit. The Queen of the Damned, dude. Fuck that. I don't know why these two have anything to do with each other because I actually kind of like Queen of the Damned by itself, and plus. I cannot mention this movie without bringing that great-ass soundtrack by Korn. It's basically the Korn movie. I fucking love it. Korn's the best band ever. But anyways,
that's why you love this movie.
and then her fine ass Elia over here. She goddamn.
Yeah, oh my god, Aaliyah, man. I love. But Nick, I'm with you, man. Aaliyah's fucking sexy as shit.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, I would take that bitch out to the mailbox. I swear to God, dude, like.
I do feel like. I feel bad that that's her last movie.
Yeah.
Hey, there have been worse last movies.
She died like she lived.
I'm with you. I'm with Jenny. Like Queen of the Damned, it's such a bad movie, but it's just so much fun to watch. Like it's just so bad it's good.
Yeah.
You know, like I watch it on, like I see it on TV and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sit down and watch this. You know, like it's just fun. It's a fun, like crappy, but just so entertaining movie. Unfortunately,
well, you heard too there.
But you know.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, Justin, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to add that too, Elliot. You heard that they're reviving the whole Vampire Anne Rice series as a TV show now, right?
Really?
Of course they are.
Yeah, well, because Anne Rice herself is overseeing it. Like she's actually getting involved in helping make it into a proper TV series.
Dude, thank you so much. Thank you for telling me this news. I cannot wait. As long as it's not on CW, I'm good. I cannot wait.
No, it won't be. It won't be.
I hope it's like about Lestat, because his past is so interesting.
Oh yeah, no, because his book I think is the best book, The Vampire Lestat. Yes! Like that's the best story of the whole series.
So. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, I really love Interview with the Vampire, but it made me hate Queen of the Damned because it's like before Queen of the Damned by itself, it's like okay, it's no big deal. But then with this shit, it's just like, dude, why the fuck is this connected at all? Why couldn't you get Brad Pitt? Why couldn't you get fucking Tom Cruise?
Because they're too old.
Even still,
and I don't think it made as much money.
It's the same thing with the Terminator. It's like, oh, Arnold's horrible as a Terminator. Like, it's okay. Maybe the robots decided to say, hey, let's make a fucking mature-looking guy. You know,
also, you know, they're kind of like high-caliber actors, and then you have this movie. I could see why they wouldn't want to come back. Mm-hmm. You know, but I mean, if they put as much effort into the sequel as they did the first movie, then yeah, maybe. But this movie, like, I understand why they didn't want to have any part of it.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. But, I mean, other than that, though, I think it is time to wrap it up. We've been doing this for a bit now. And, yeah, tonight is the night, right?
Yeah, the night of the after-hours viewing party we're going to be doing Star Wars. Alan, would you tell them about it?
Yes, well, based on the poll right now, it seems like we are going to watch Force Awakens for the first of the movies. So, as you guys...
Damn, that motherfucker about to start his lawnmower like...
Cut that grass!
And for everyone that's kind of new to this, basically what's going to happen is once the show finishes, we're going to put a Rabbit link. Everyone's going to come in. Once everyone's kind of set and ready, we'll get the movie started. You are free to talk in the movie. Just try to not overpower the movie, obviously, and try to keep it on topic. We don't want people randomly having conversations about random BS. But yeah, and of course, remember to have fun.
And
for you people on YouTube, real quick, hold on, Justin.
Justin.
Anyways, for those people on YouTube, I'm going to be posting a link inside the comment section as well in the chat room, so you guys can join us as well. So make sure to check out the video when it's done uploaded, and check the comment section to join us for Star Wars Night, the viewing party. Alan, Anthony, Nick, Allie, girl, y'all ready to go this shit?
It's time to go home. It's time to go bed. It's time to put the kids to bed.
Hey, Justin, I'm sorry, man. Look at that, man. He's so sad.
No, because right now it's frozen on him smiling, so I can't.
No, I was just standing still.
No, you good, Justin. You good, baby. You good, sweetie. Give me a kiss. No, but no. Like I said, people, last call, good shit, good times, and everybody that you see here on Facebook. Marcus Kilgore, it's been a while. I'm so glad that you came on the MCA, man. It was good to have you on here and stuff like that.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And we want you out there to come in the Midnight Chat Attack and chill with us. Like I said, that number 250 does not mean you guys have to just watch idly. We want you guys to get in on the fun and stuff like that, because the MCA, it's our attempt, it's our goal to save the world.
My goal is what is with these hero poses? Like,
I don't know, man.
like every hour.
No, but
I think this episode is Attack of the L.
The big L of the night. Right there.
That being said, say it with me on 3. We don't want to catch an L doing this. We don't want Chris another L on his birthday. But let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my shit just fucked up. You know, that's interesting. That's great. You know what? Fuck this show. I don't give a shit anymore. I quit.